contemplating all of my goals. Look, will I fold or will I chase them? I got adversity, two options, I can handle it. Purpose is me hands down, yeah. No time for arguments, I cut out the politics, no. It's on my competence, I could cause your apocalypse. Ambition, it ain't for the weak. Get it even when I sleep. Ready and willing, what you ready to say? But I'll find a way, with or without your aid. Oh, you try to make me stay. No, there's nothing you can say, cause I'll find a way, with or without my sails. Oh, you try to make me stay. No, there's nothing you can say, but I'll find a way. Ambition ain't for the weak. I see it before I speak. Ready and willing, is you ready for me? Oh, you try to make me stay. No, there's nothing you can say, cause I'll find a way.
The Barnstormers TV pre-show is presented by Great Lakes Gymnastics, the #1 Chatham gymnastics facility, and by Kent and Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. And now, from Fergie Jenkins Field in Chatham, Ontario, Barnstormers TV.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Barnstormers TV pregame show presented by Great Lakes Gymnastics, where every day feels like a celebration. It's 13 degrees, a little cloudy here in the Maple City Fergie Jenkins Field at Rotary Park. My name's Peter Cobb, and sitting next to me, the legend. He's a Chatham Sports Hall of Famer, Mr. E. Myers. And Ed Myers, first of all, let's talk about last year. This town adopted the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Just had an amazing year.
Yeah, they really did. There were a certain number of uncertainties going into the year, but from the very first game right to the very end, the team was well supported and certainly followed by a great deal of Chatham natives and all of Chatham-Kent, actually, to be specific.
You know, and we got to hand out a tremendous kudos to Dom Donnell. And I said this multiple times. He could have gone anywhere in the province, but he came to Chatham, Ontario, our hometown, and boy, oh boy, we're very grateful.
Certainly are. A number of years, Chatham had inquired about becoming part of the Intercounty League, and we mentioned that one of the oldest leagues in North America, the Intercounty League. And he picked Chatham, I think, a lot to do with the history of baseball in Chatham. It's certainly a hotbed for baseball and has been for many, many years. And we certainly think he made the right choice.
Well, you not only coached and taught phys ed, but you're a major historian. And I think on these grounds, Ed, there were, celebrations were held here. Thousands of people would come to kind of like the polo grounds here and watch baseball and fairs and anything right here where we're situated.
This was really on the outskirts of the city at one time, and during World War II, this was the training ground for Canadian troops.
Oh, my.
So we look at the diamond here. This is where they paraded, and we were missing now the Kinsman Auditorium up beyond center field, and that's where they trained inside, and it's an historical area. Too. We had a golf course in left field, which is now Maple City Country Club. That was Chatham Golf and Country Club at that time.
You can see a good shot. The King George Choir is going to be singing the national anthem down there. That's my former school. I retired out of King George. It's so great to see that. What a genius idea. Let's bring the kids out, the future of fans here for these Barnstormers. The umpires are meeting at home plate with the managers, and the Kitchener Panthers are the opponents today in this exhibition game. What do you think, Ed, the keys are going to be for the Barnstormers in 2025?
Well, they certainly showed well in the first year. I think our pitching has settled down a little bit from last year. We had a very young pitching staff last year who seemed to take a while to get settled in, become consistent, and they did as the year went on. some of the young players. Brock Whitson, who's pitching today.
He's going to start.
It was certainly one of those, and he's one of a Chatham native. Played for the St. Clair College Saints, where they just completed their 4th consecutive provincial championship.
Wow.
And some others who gained a great deal of experience last year, and I think that will pay dividends to them this year.
Well, I got to tell you, I came prepared today. I got my Chatham Maroons on. They play tonight in St. Catharines. They're up 2-1. Tomorrow night's game 4. Underneath, I got my birthday Barnstormer T-shirt that I got from the grandkids. I have my Toronto Maple Leaf socks. We're up 2-0 there. And my Tiger bracelet, a big win in Colorado last night. We're up to the best start since '84.
Please
You're
make
well
sure our
prepared,
Barnstormers can see the ball and catch them all.
Lord Baden-Powell, be prepared.
There you go.
That's you.
The umpires today,
Starting at left
we don't
field,
know
number
who they are,
99,
but you know what? By the time
Montage.
this broadcast is over, I'm sure that Cole Dupuy, our producer down there, or Dan Dominguez, our stats man to my immediate right, always firing out information to us. As you can see now that the Barnstormers are being introduced.
In right field, number 5, Torrin
McCosh heading out to Sleeman, number 13, the center fielder.
At third base, number 44, Jalen
Vasilenic out
Butcher.
there and right.
Today,
Constantino
starting
will
at
play first,
shortstop, number
Mackey
3,
second, Goodwin at short,
Goodwin.
Jalen Butcher. Now, interesting, we had a nice chat with the
At
general
second base,
manager,
number 7,
and he said, listen, not all of
Mackey.
these guys we're going to see today are signed, so this is kind of their
Your first baseman today,
their
number
court process to
27,
see, hey,
Owen
are they able to put in the others here and sign
Constantino.
them up?
Yep, there are a couple of guys who played briefly here last year.
Catching today,
Some
number
new
8.
faces. We certainly haven't seen them. We've met a few new players last week in some of the practices, so we're going to be seeing them for the first time along with you.
Well, Woda is the catcher, and again, he just got released. I think he came from Ottawa. so he
Ottawa,
said.
yeah. And I think he just sort of showed up yesterday or today. Not sure what to say.
Well,
but
we got Mitsuki Fukada, again, another Japanese ball player, so really a multicultural team here. But it's great because they can help each other communicate when it comes time to, make the English translations and such, and so everybody's understanding. And hey, folks, you can see everybody here at the park standing. We're going to listen to the greatest national anthem on the planet. Get out to support the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers or whatever community you're in. IBL baseball, Ed Myers, is exciting stuff.
Oh, it certainly is. And as I said earlier, since 1918, they have been a league, consecutive play since that time. And we were really impressed with the brand of baseball last year. And we look forward to another season. We certainly have enough people in our midst. I really don't know if we put a number on today's attendance, but we're full.
Oh, we are. And they are. They've got more stands. They're planning on packing in here. So the folks, because last year it just seemed like every game was a sellout.
Yeah, I think we averaged just a little over 1,000 a game last year.
Home plate umpire is Darren Scram, and doing the bases is James Deacon. Thank you, Mr. Dominguez. Brock Whitson. Boy, Brock Whitson, what a super individual. His brother, Chatham Sports Hall of Fame, and Olympian too, folks. Sledge hockey Olympian, gold medalist for our nation. And the Whitson family, they're athletes, Ed.
They certainly are. And Brock, probably in my estimation, is one of the more improved players from start to finish last year. Played in the All-Star game last year and finished strong. Threw a lot of strikes, and I've watched him working out, throwing to spots, and I'm sure he's looking forward to a very successful season.
All right. Batting first for that's Neo Kyrace. And listen, here's the next thing Ed and I want to do. We want to apologize if we mispronounce any names. The managers, when they filled out their go and not a way you want to start, breaking ball and a hit batsman. And
Yep.
Kyrace will trot down to first. And Penalver, the right fielder.
Spring training.
Yeah, left-handed batter. And boy, you know, when you have a left-handed batter and you got a runner on first, look at that gaping hole between first and second base. It's Whitson sets, winds, delivers right down Main Street. Strike one. Yasavani Penalver. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. Here's the throw down to second. And out! He's got to be! Yes, he is!
Good start for our new catcher.
Oh, Oda threw a bullet.
Yep.
Panthers trying to take advantage.
He's a good size for a catcher. We don't have any data on him, but he looks to be about 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah. I shook his hand in pregame, and he's almost broke my fingers, so he's got an Ed Myers grip. 2-1, a little high. Top of every inning, and is brought to you by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Here's a drive to right center field, and that is back, and that ball is gone. A solo shot for Penalver, and boy, if you know, we watched last year Seth Strong. His eyes would light up when he had home games because we have a short porch here in right field at Fergie Jenkins Field, and right from the crack of the bat, knew that one was gone. 1-0, early lead for these Panthers.
No doubt about the balls that hit the right center. If they get them all, they go.
Now the wind is helping here today too. Towers now the batter, a little outside. Boy, he's got my favorite number on, Mr. Ed Myers, number 6.
Al Kaline.
Oh my goodness, the greatest of the great. Chopper to second base. Mackey's there. Throws to first. Constantino snares it. 2 down. Boy, I think of the number 6s now. We got Al Kaline, Dr. J. Julius Erving, Sean Sweezen, the Wallaceburg kid, wore number 6. Bridget Carlton from Chatham, Ontario,
correct, yeah.
number 6. Ken Houston, the late great Ken Houston, number 6. All right. Whitson, swing and a miss. That's Jamie Cabral, the cleanup hitter. We're at number 2. Playing center field for these Panthers. And got away from Oda, 1-1. It's like he might be a newbie, eh, Mr. Dominguez? Yeah. Not too many stats on him.
No, we're going to have some problems piecing some of these together. Some of the players are from junior players that are affiliated. We have a few in the lineup that we'll be introducing as we go from Chatham-Kent. And as I say, it's spring training. These guys are getting an opportunity to show their talents, and coaches and managers are getting a chance to evaluate them in comparison to other players and other teams.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Line drive, base hit, right field. What a good 2-strike hitting.
Hung that one.
Yeah, hung it. And
laid it out there.
Punched it to the right side.
Looked like a flat slider.
Arthur Cabrera, number 31. Cabrera, the first baseman. Big lanky kid. Right-handed batter. Another attempted steal. We got 2 in a row. He did! Boy, message early. Don't run on Oda.
He comes up throwing and made a spectacular play on that, a perfect throw. Nothing more to look for.
All right, we'll be back with more baseball after this commercial.
Looking for a fun, active way to keep your kids moving? At Great Lakes Gymnastics, our recreational classes are all about building strength, coordination, and confidence, all while having a blast. And when it's time to celebrate, we throw birthday parties kids will never forget, packed with games, gymnastics, and tons of smiles. In our safe, state-of-the-art facility, every child gets the chance to shine. Join the fun at Great Lakes Gymnastics, where every day feels like a celebration.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
Whether personal, agricultural, or commercial, Inyo Pest Advisors are here. Inyo. Bigger than bugs.
Want to get your brand in front of a live audience? This spot could be yours. Reach engaged viewers in real time and make an impact. Don't miss your chance. Contact us today to get your ad here.
The second annual Barnstormers Golf Tournament takes place Tuesday, July 15th at Willow Ridge Golf and Country Club. Barnstormers own Garrett Day will also be in attendance. To register, contact us at the emails on screen.
Flip into the best summer ever.
Okay. All right, folks, we're back. You can hear us mumbling in the background, working on pronunciations. The Barnstormers are going to get a chance to come up to bat. And leading off, I love this kid's last name. I'm going to call him Sleeman 2.0.
No comment needed.
Yeah. Well, if you live in and around the Guelph area, you know what I'm talking about. He wears number 13 and plays today playing center field. Normally, we might see Spencer Marcus in the lineup. Boy, is he an exciting young ball player. But he's got a noble profession like you and I had 40 years, and they kicked me out after 30 of educating kids.
Yeah, I hit 40 years, and I think Spencer is long-term occasional contract.
He is,
I
LTO.
Think, yeah.
Strike to start things off. Kozak is pitching, number 49 for the Panthers. Cade Kozak, double K, special K they probably call him up there. Ground ball deep short. Third baseman's going to make the play. Long throw to first, and he got him. Good play by Towers, cutting off in front of the shortstop. That's nice, you know, when your third baseman can take charge, because if that ball goes to the hole, I don't think they get him.
Oh, tough play for the shortstop to go in the hole and stand up and make the long throw across the infield.
There's Sadler Goodwin. Playing shortstop, wears number 3, just like the great Alan Trammell wore number 3, folks.
It's numbers day.
Yes, it is. Ouch. Oh. Tit for tat, maybe. That one got away. Well, you know, I was watching the catcher, Cam Bowen for Bauer for Kitchener, and he bounced a couple out there to second base, so we'll see if...
I'm sure we're going to see a lot of running today.
Yeah. Test these arms, right?
Yep.
Cool. A little bit of a...
And the legs on the bases. It'll be, I'm sure, wide open.
Right on. If you're just joining us, 1-0, a home run. Oh, they got it picked off. Wow. Caught in the rundown. Let's see if they do it correctly. Run him back to the base. And here comes the center fielder. And out. Yeah. Boy, the center fielder came in. If you're keeping score, good luck, Dom, because Dan Dominguez, because I don't know. Everybody touched the ball on that one. All right. Can't put anything by him.
One too many throws.
Wow, 1-3-6-3-8 if you're keeping score at home. And here comes one of my favorite kids, Mitsuki Fukada. Played with us last year. He was at the Chatham Maroon game the other night. All smiles. What a great kid.
Last year at this time, we really didn't know much about him. And he came on and became a dominant player in the league. Played in the All-Star game. Cannon for an arm. Hits well. He patented the fake throw at the plate, where we would stand thinking the ball wasn't coming in, and all of a sudden, the last minute, he's got the ball tagged to man out. He did that a couple of times. With great effect.
1-0 Panthers with the lead. 2 out here. Couple of hits, batsmen, both teams had players reach base by that mode. Fukada with 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the first. On a breezy day here in Chatham, Ontario. Peter Cobb along with Ed Myers. Dan Dominguez, our stats guy to my immediate right. Inside there. Our producer, the pride of Jeanette's Creek, Cole Dupuy, down there to your left. Chuck Rydett up here in the booth, too. Boy, you talk about a legend around this ballpark. There's a little blooper that might drop in, and it does. Base hit for Mitsuki.
It's one of our new players coming up from Carleton University in Ottawa.
Home of the Ravens.
He comes with great credentials. Hits well for an average, hits a long ball. And we are looking forward to see, he played community college ball in St. Louis for 2 years before going back to Carleton.
Oh my, and a strike. I'm right behind home plate, and I thought that was a little outside there, Coach. I don't know.
No comment.
All right. Oh, and he threw it away. Let's see if Fukada might go to third, and he will. He better get down, though. Safe at third. Here we got Chatham Christian Sparks, we got Walpole Island, we got Indian Creek Sun Devils and King George Kings. Now, they enjoyed that.
I'm looking down the right field line. I don't see many empty seats all the way out to pretty much filled.
Good crowd. Owen Constantino making his Barnstormer debut. I don't know, is he signed, or he might be one of these players that...
I think he's signed.
He is signed,
I think he's signed, yes.
Boy, you can feel the rumbling as the kids are stamping their feet here. Kozak sets and delivers. Big swing. 2 quick strikes on Constantino. Fukada itching to come home there to tie this thing up on third base. 2 out. Ground ball up the middle. Scoop by the shortstop. The throw, and he got him. Good play by Plant to Kawara, and the inning is over.
Flip into the best summer ever at Great Lakes Gymnastics. Our PA Day, March break, and summer camps are packed with gymnastics, games, crafts, and nonstop fun, all in a safe, state-of-the-art facility. Spots are filling fast, so register today.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings. Still selling group benefit plans. Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance?
Not today. Play ball.
At Great Lakes Gymnastics, it all starts with our state-of-the-art 12,000 square foot facility, built to inspire movement, confidence, and growth. From preschool to recreational classes, our programs are safe, structured, and designed to help every child thrive. For athletes with big goals, our competitive team trains year-round with experienced coaches and competes across Ontario. Whether you're just getting started or aiming for the podium, Great Lakes Gymnastics is where greatness begins.
Cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
By Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Peter Cobb, Ed Myers. Pitched by Whitson, and that's fair ball inside the bat. Arthur Kawara is smelling extra bases, but here's the chance to throw down to second a little wide, and he will make it. Official scorer says that's a double. And Caleb Kane Plant make his way to the plate. Plant spelled just like the great Jacques Plante.
Number 1.
Yes. Yeah.
Johnny Bauer.
Oh, my.
Dating ourselves when we come.
Yes, I love it. Good. Historic greats. All right, Whitson, man on second. Ooh. High heater. Swing and a miss.
And don't forget Al Bennett.
Al Bennett.
Number 1.
Another Hall of Famer.
Chatham Maroons.
Yeah, his son Brian helps out with the field prep and game prep here.
He's the equipment manager for the Barnstormers.
Yeah, for years helped out with the Maroons, and his brother Mike Bennett, a Chatham Sports Hall of Famer, still reporting.
Mm-hmm. Michael C. Bennett.
Yeah.
TCI Cougars.
Catch him if you can. Popped up, and that's going to be in behind us. And over top, we were waiting for the bang because of the tin roof above us. Good shot from that center field camera there. See Kawara at second base. His Panthers lead it 1-0. Was it a change-up or?
Taking a little off the ball. It's he's not getting the ball down. It's been up in the strike zone most of the day so far. and he had to pay for the one. It's a ball that was hit over the fence the first inning.
Well, there you go. Swing and a miss.
Much better, yeah.
Dipping breaking ball, and Kane Plant will take a seat and give way to Trent Lawson. Lawson, the left fielder, and a rare left field number, 85. One out, runner on second. Whitson sets, delivers. Strike. Darren Scram said so. Delivers. Strike two. Boy, that breaking ball. Got some good movement on that.
That one's coming down. I'd say the first few he threw were flat, which you really don't want unless you're throwing it for a ball outside.
Swing and a miss, back-to-back Ks. The wind is shifted to left field, center field now, so that's a major change because when it's blowing out to right, you can see some fireworks here.
Don't know whether we're going to be able to access a speed gun this year or not, but it'd be nice to be able to see how hard some of these guys are throwing. It's hard to judge up here.
Fly ball center field, right at the center fielder, and Sleeman 2.0 puts it away, and that's it. Leadoff double and nothing more. We'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
Attention business owners and marketers. Imagine your brand in front of a live, engaged audience, right here, right now. This space is the perfect opportunity to showcase your product, service, or message to viewers in real time. Whether you're looking to boost sales, build awareness, or grow your audience, we've got you covered. Don't wait. Secure your spot today.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
All right, coming back here for the bottom of the second, 1-0. The Panthers 1 run on 3 hits. That 1 run coming on a home run. And here comes number 44, Jalen Butcher. Played third base today. Swing and a miss.
Jalen's with the Barnstormers last year. Limited appearances. He was involved in 18 games.
He has not signed yet, I understand.
No, he's not on the official roster.
Not sure yet. Little low, 1-1.
He's a
stop by Bauer.
You think he's related to? Oh, that's not Bauer.
Bauer is at second base.
It's not that we could call him Johnny Bauer.
No, that's right. Or Eddie Bauer, Geez.
One of the Bauer
Number
boys.
30 is. Ground ball. Fair inside the bag.
Might be 2.
That might be 2. Butcher is going to hold up. Look out. There he goes, though. Get down. Boy, the right fielder did the right thing, backing up. I don't know if he could have scooped the ball and thrown it that far, about 30 meters to 20 meters to second base. Regardless, Butcher's on second with nobody down. We'll see what the official score. It's a hit and an error. Right on.
Left fielder.
Number 99. Mr. McCosh. Well, he's a big frame out there, too. Another attempted, and that one gets by, and now heading to third base. They're going to make it standing up.
Jalen's getting his running in for the entire week today.
Well, that's, you know what? The pitcher picked off one of the Barnstormers in the first inning and then threw over to first, threw it away, and now it's the second time he's thrown it away. And with nobody down, you got a runner at third base. So important to get that ball down to the right side. Let's see if McCosh can do it. He takes a strike.
Gosh, I believe is played at St. Clair College.
Mitch McCosh, double M.
Yeah, four consecutive, I believe, St. Clair College.
Really, 4 consecutive OCAA championships. Remarkable. That's a successful program when you're putting those numbers up.
Yeah.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball. Butcher holds up. Here's the throw to first. Out. Butcher coming home and save. Good base running by Jalen Butcher. We got a tie ball game. 1-1. Steve Charles over there. He's coaching at first base. Don Menard is the third base coach.
We have another player on the roster this year, Costantino, who played on the Ontario University Championship team, Carleton University.
Okay, the Ravens.
Interesting tidbit.
Here's my pregame guest, Robert Mackey.
Mackey is back.
That's right, in town.
Mackey's back in town.
And you know, the kids, I got to hand it to them. They knew their geography. I said, where? He's from Vancouver, which province? And in unison, all 4 schools here said British Columbia. So, a foul ball right straight back. He was right on that.
Almost as if Mr. Ed Caribou taught them geography. They would be very...
Oh, my goodness. Now, you were dropping a name there of one of the late, great Ed Caribou.
No, I sure was.
I wish if I dare to do another broadcast, we could spend a whole inning on, or a game.
Caribouisms.
Yes. 0-2. 1 out. Fly ball right field. It's going to be out of play. See Penalver out there saying, hey, I not only can hit a home run, I can tell you when the ball's foul, too. It's a little bit cool, 13 degrees here in Chatham. But, hey, it's springtime. It's May the 8th. Good gracious.
We're getting there.
Yeah. I'm certain you've got your Maple City golf clubs out and warmed up. Strike 3.
I do. The weatherman hasn't been very cooperative with me so far. I've got 9 holes in.
Robert Mackey takes a called third strike. Yushan Ota from Nagasaki, Japan. Tall boy, kid, and all smiles today. Excited to be here and trying out. Fastball. We know he's got a cannon for an arm. He threw out 2 Panthers trying to steal.
quick release, really got up through the ball, and 2 really good throws.
Kozak sets, delivers. Swing and a miss. Boy, he was trying to hit that to the school buses over there
Healthy,
in the parking lot.
Healthy swing. Got quick feet. You know, I talked about players in the major league who were converted to catcher, and the first thing they look for is quick feet.
Okay.
Quick feet, strong arm. One of our Tigers was that person, Brandon Inge.
Oh, boy.
He was a shortstop who was drafted as a catcher and never caught a day in his life.
Incredible. He had some pop in his bat. Very, very athletic.
Yep.
We'll talk a little bit about Tigers, folks.
Yeah, you got 2 Tiger fans doing this game.
Come on,
so
you got him. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Deuces are wild out there on that scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Kozak sets. He delivers. Foul ball. Is that going to be in play? No, just out of play. Those school kids all go running after that ball. Yes, Lord of the Flies, exactly.
I think Ota has been here probably 24 hours or less.
Isn't that something?
We were surprised to hear about him today. And comes to us from Ottawa, where he was trying out. Is it the Ottawa Lynx or that?
Titans, yeah, they're part of the Frontier League, I think, aren't they?
Yes, they are. The professional team was affiliated with the Lynx, I think.
Okay.
Years ago. Probably before you were born, Peter.
Well, let me see. 1959.
They would have been in the 70s, 80s.
Okay. Strike 3, and he knew it. All right. Well, we got a tie ball game, and you and I will be back with more baseball momentarily.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risk so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
It's us again. Enyo Pest Advisors, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
Anything you want.
Everybody say.
The Chatham Barnstormers have multiple summer camp opportunities available. Chatham's week-long summer camp from July 7th to 11th. Leamington's week-long summer camp from July 14th to the 18th. Then we head back to Chatham from July 21st to 25th. Wallaceburg's summer camp between July 28th and August 1st. And finally Dresden's summer camp between August 4th and the 8th. Contact us today at the email on screen.
Yeah, really. This one?
Looking for a fun...
All right. Well, new pitcher for the Barnstormers. This call of the bullpen is meant to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands. just like this new arm coming into the game, banking that is invested in you. And this fella is Mitsuki
Akasuka.
And he's from Japan. And we got an all-Japanese battery here, pitcher and catcher. And this fella can throw with either hand, Ed.
Yes, that's really
remarkable.
unusual. We saw him pitch last year with Hamilton, and it's the first time in a game I had seen a person who was a switch pitcher. He's got once he establishes himself as a right-hander pitcher to a batter, he has to stay with the right hand, but he can alternate batters. He can throw left or right depending on the batter coming up.
ERA last year of 3.46. That's just outside. Whip was 1.11. 3 wins, 4 losses. Pitched 65 innings, allowed 61 hits, 28 runs, 25 of those earned, 11 walks, and 64 strikeouts.
That's where the average wants to hit. Strikeout per inning, it's impressive.
Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Looking to rack up a K in a Barnstormer uniform. I don't know if this kid is signed or not, but as we mentioned, some of these players are kind of being courted right now, and Gary Muir is taking a peek at them. Fly ball right field, long run, and just foul. Vasilenic out there couldn't quite get to it. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Peter Cobb along with Ed Myers. Dan Dominguez, our official scorer. Our producer is down there to our left. Eyes watching, glaring, making sure we're doing all the right things. Cole Dupuis. Little roller just off the end of the bat.
Wasn't sure he wanted to swing at that one. That was an excuse me swing. Mizuki's been around a bit. He's 27 years old.
Wow.
As we said, he pitched for the Cardinals last year. But he played both in the Empire Pro League and the Frontier League. And played with the Empire State Grays and the New Jersey Jackals for stay in the Frontier League.
Oh.
And pitched in Nicaragua.
Oh, my.
Last year.
Been around. Strike 3. Cam Bauer said, I don't think so, but he's going to take a seat. There's his first K in a Barnstormer uniform. Bauer now playing second, but... and here we go. Number 21, Wander Santana. Takes a second to dig in. Where's number 21? Left-handed batter with an open stance. Look at this now. What a treat for our viewing audience. Wisu Akutsuka switched to, hey, I got a left-hander. I'm going to throw with my left hand.
He does it so subtly that you don't realize he switched hands. He's got a glove that fits either hand. He just switches it from his right to his left hand.
Here's a little bloop fly ball. Is that going to be fair? It is. Fair ball and going to head to second. Here's the throw and safe at second. A double for Santana. Scott Curry making his way into the booth. You want all your financial planning, you got to talk to Scott Curry. Retirement or starting a new business, he's a guy you want to talk to.
I thought he was bringing a pizza from Mike's the last time he dropped in here.
You know, I did the on field, and you guys were eating pizza up here. You and Red Gang.
Somebody had to do it, so we volunteered.
Look at Cole Dupuis' eyes light up. He can't wait for that pizza innings. My goodness gracious. Oh, it's open. They got a table reserved for us, I'm sure. All right, now back to the right hand. Brady Campbell, I think, is the batter.
Good block, but they moved his feet. Didn't lean. So easy for a catcher just to sort of lean to the side and try to pick the ball up with his glove when it skips under or over, and he didn't do that.
1 out. Man on second. Akutsuka winds and delivers. Fly ball right field. That's fairly deep. Back. And that one is at the base of the wall. That's going to get a run in. It might be, and it is, a stand-up double for Campbell. He hit it well, and Vasilinic just couldn't track it down. Panthers regain the lead here in the top of the third inning. Every top inning is presented by Great Lakes Gymnastics, where every day feels like a celebration. I would imagine you were quite a gymnast in your day.
Yeah. I was a spotter.
There you go.
I protected people from falling.
Very important
job.
Yeah. Back to the top of the lineup. Guy Race, the batter. Swing and a miss. I think he got hit by a pitch to open the ball game.
He did.
Yeah, and then he got gunned down. Iota. Ground ball, shortstop. Scooped up nicely. Boy, that's the way to play shortstop.
He's smooth.
Good one. Oh, man.
We commented on that the very first day he got here. He sort of had a on-again, off-again season last year. He had signed to play, and because of work commitments, wasn't able to get here until mid to late July, perhaps. I'm not sure exactly the date. But as soon as we saw him playing shortstop, we realized there's a top quality shortstop.
We got him.
Got the range. He comes up throwing. Great hands.
Panalver, who took the ball deep. His first plate appearance, and that ball gets by, and that will get a run in. Oh, my. Wild pitch. By Katsuka. He let catcher know, hey, my fault.
Yeah. Bounced it way outside.
3-1 ball game now. 2 out. Got to deal with Panalver. A little low. And it must be a special glove that Katsuka has.
I haven't really seen it up close, but it must have like equivalent of 2 thumbs.
Yeah.
It swings it from hand to hand.
Strike. Got the top of the zone there.
Way back in the 50s, they used to have infielders' gloves that were 1 thumb and 2 fingers. So you put 2 fingers in each of the 2 outside finger holes.
Strike 2.
I was a proud possessor of one of those gloves.
I was going to say that's back in the 50s.
Yeah, I
didn't want to throw out any.
I admit to playing in the 50s, yes. J.C. Park. Where else?
Tell you, I'll be there tonight. My grandson's opening baseball there tonight. Ground ball foul, well out in front of that curveball. Wesley Michael Gerald Moyer, excited about suiting up. He says, Papa, you coming to watch? And I said, Papa's coming to watch. J.C. Park, that's my neighborhood.
J.C. Park, 1952.
Wow.
Was the opening game played there.
Strike 3 called. What a beauty.
In the top of the third inning, for the visitors, they score 2 runs on 2 hits nowhere. Nobody left aboard, and your Barnstormers are coming back.
All right, Ed Myers and I will be back with more baseball momentarily.
Looking for a fun, active way to keep your kids moving? At Great Lakes Gymnastics, our recreational classes are all about building strength, coordination, and confidence, all while having a blast. And when it's time to celebrate, we throw birthday parties kids will never forget, packed with games, gymnastics, and tons of smiles. In our safe, state-of-the-art facility, every child gets the chance to shine. Join the fun at Great Lakes Gymnastics, where every day feels like a celebration.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings plans. Still selling group benefit plans.
Iris.
Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance?
Not today. Play ball.
did he really? Oh, wow.
Inyo Pest Advisors, serving all of southwestern Ontario, where you live and where you work. Inyo, bigger than bugs.
Number 8.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we're part of a community that has your back.
All right, welcome back to Barnstormer TV, presented by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Well, Mr. E. Myers, 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors by the Panthers, and the Barnstormers have 1 run on 2 hits. Your early impressions?
Well, it's early, and players are being moved around, and you see a lot of different pitchers and people playing different positions, and it's baseball season. It's wonderful.
I love it. Well, you're talking about different positions. Campbell is now the second baseman. Brady Campbell for the Panthers, and Nico Kyrace, who was playing second, is now pitching. Torin Vasilinek is the batter, and it's 2-0. Oh, sorry, 1-1.
Torin had an interesting season last year. He started as the opening shortstop. Then he became a relief pitcher and did quite well at it. He had an ERA of 0.00 during
Not a bad ERA.
Yeah, 5 1/3 innings. He was unscored upon, and is versatile. He's playing in the outfield today. He hails from Alberta, Coaldale,
Alberta. And Nico Kyrace has thrown 2 balls that
bounced him
up there. 3-1. Torrance says, I'm going to make you throw me a strike. Boy, that 3-1 pitch was all over it, but he fouled it off. What is it? The great Ted Williams said, when you get your pitch, don't miss it, don't take it, don't foul it off, but hit it. And hit it hard. He could hit, Ted Williams.
He had a pretty good career, one might say. Last 400 hitter.
Good gracious. Full count. All 4. Tried to overthrow it. Here comes Mr. Sleeman. Abraham Sleeman. Lucky number 13, man on, nobody down. Kyrace, the pitcher, got the strike on the outside corner. Grounded out to third his last time up.
We're talking about some of the young players that we are not familiar with, but talking to Dan, he's another product of Leamington,
okay.
St. Clair College, and first time we've seen him.
Well, Dan Dominguez has his finger on the pulse of the IBL, folks. We are so grateful he's up here feeding us the info.
He knows. He's got the stats.
He does. Great town in Leamington, Ontario. One time the tomato capital of the world. Now it's something different. 0-2. That one got away. And down to second. Yeah, Will Vasilinek. Yeah, that's a pass ball for sure.
They might have gotten mixed up. Looks like the catcher was sitting thinking the ball was coming down a bit, and it shot right over his head.
Lined up the pitch. Oh my, he rung him up. Good job of framing that, I think. Man on and a man out. 3-1. The Panthers have the lead here on this cool day at Chatham. School day too. It's kids from all
Cool
schools.
A cool school day.
Cool school day. Kyries delivers. Oh, wow. Breaking ball.
They're going around the plate.
Oh,
not over.
kidding.
But I wouldn't say that. No.
Sadler Goodwin is the batter. Right, 2.
Sadler's a good sized guy, 6'2", 205 pounds. He's from Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh.
His gun has been measured at 95 miles an hour when he stands up and throws from shortstop to first.
Isn't that something?
That's a cannon.
Yes, it is. He held off.
He has quite an experience. He has a degree from Troy University in Alabama, where he majored in mental performance, sports psychology. That was in Montgomery, Alabama. I talked to him last week at one of the practices. Very interesting young man.
Plays a smooth shortstop. Oh, and he got rung up. Back-to-back strikeouts, and all of a sudden that runner on second. Now there are 2 out. And we need Mitsuki to come through here. Looking for that itty-bitty base hit. Cut into this 3-1 Panther lead. That one got away, and heading down to third easily will be Vasilenic. Wild pitch it is. Maybe Mr. Kyries will give us another one if we can get a run. Had a little bit of command issues so far, but got a couple of strikeouts too. The pitch. Outside, 2-0. Three to 1. Panthers have the lead. We're in the bottom of the third. Barnstormers have a runner on third. Foul ball.
She said Mitsuki had a very good first year. Mid 309, played in the All-Star game. Has a lot of skills. He's played a variety of places. This winter he played in the Caribbean Series for Japan.
High ball right field. Got room and out. Penalver gathers it in, and it's a shame that run on second base started off and we couldn't get him home. All right, folks, it's 3-1 at the end of 3, and Ed Myers and I will be back with more baseball momentarily.
Anything you want. Everybody say.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
Whether personal, agricultural, or commercial, Inyo Pest Advisors are here. Inyo. Bigger than bugs.
Want to get your brand in front of a live audience? This spot could be yours. Reach engaged viewers in real time and make an impact. Don't miss your chance. Contact us today to get your ad here.
The second annual Barnstormers Golf Tournament takes place Tuesday, July 15th at Willow Ridge Golf and Country Club. Barnstormers' own Garrett Day will also be in attendance. To register, contact us at the emails on screen.
Flip into the best summer ever at Great Lakes Gymnastics. Our PA Day, March break, and summer camps are packed with gymnastics, games, crafts, and nonstop fun. All in a safe...
All right. Welcome back, Barnstormers TV. Kent Essex Mutual Insurance providing us help with this coverage. Big bender by Akasuka and ball one. Charlie Towers is the batter. Left-hander for Kitchener. Strike. Top of the fourth. It's 3-1 for these Panthers. Made the trip down the mighty 401.
Sure, these teams get tired of the 401, but come the end of August, seems to be the corridor for all teams is along 401. I guess Kitchener to Hamilton and some of the internal trips aren't that far.
Drive to right center field and a fine running catch out there by Vasilenic. Boy, he took the proper route. I thought for a moment it was going to be a gapper. A fine running catch by Taran Vasilenic. Torin, sorry, I didn't say his name right. His mother may come up and slap me.
That's what we need, that chat panel we had last year.
Yeah.
We had some interesting comments from
all
over.
Jamie Cabral is the batter. Fouls it off, one strike.
I think our interesting one was Ian from Nairn, Scotland. He would make comments on a regular basis. He became a Barnstormer fan.
Wind up in the pitch. He went around, strike two. Every time we have a relief pitcher, the bullpen provided by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm that comes into a game. Just banking that is invested in you. Akatsuka, ground ball. Bauer is the batter. Been catching. He's played a little second base. Versatility.
Got to follow the bouncing ball today.
Oh, you do. 0-2. Hesitation to pitch. Bounced it up there. Good stop by Oda. The windup. And the pitch. Ground ball, shortstop. Look at that gun. Boy, you talk about money in the bank. You hit it that way to Goodwin, and
he comes up throwing.
He does.
There's no wasted time or movement.
Because Bauer has got some speed. He gets down the line quickly. Or Cabral, I should say. Yeah. Jamie Cabral. Number 2, here comes Arthur Kawara.
I was going to say, if they hear a lot of the shuffling of paper today, it's because we got information.
Paper all over here, folks.
We got players from both teams that we're just familiarizing ourselves with, and it's a bit challenging.
Yeah. Outside corner on that one. 2 down. Top of the fourth. 3-1. The Panthers have the lead here on school day. Maple City, we got Indian Creek, we got Walpole Island, we got Victor Lawson, we got King George. They're fired up, these kids, although I'm looking at my watch, they're going to have to be exiting fairly shortly because those school buses, they don't wait.
interesting watching Akasuka throw. His delivery, right-handed and left-handed, sort of like a mirror image. There really isn't a lot of difference in his delivery, and he only started throwing in high school, right and left.
Oh my!
And Gifu or Gifu, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Japan.
Ground ball, second base, scooped up, inning over. Good play by Mackey to Constantino, and the inning is over. Love to watch those fielders field that ball right off their left foot, you know, and come up throwing. Just great technique, well coached.
Mackey is back.
Here's a shot of us. You can see I'm supporting my Maroons. And Ed Myers has got his tag on. They, you know.
They wanted to have identity.
Yes. Coached basketball at CCI for umpteen years, and then went over to CK and won some offset titles there. And boy, you did it all, basketball. Did you ever coach volleyball too? Did you do?
I did that, yes.
You did? Wow.
After a while, if you're in the gym that many years, you pretty much coach everything.
You're doing everything.
Whatever other people aren't coaching is pretty much what you're coaching.
Yeah, football for many years.
Yeah, I'd like to have any of it back. I spent 40 years in the gym and enjoyed all of them. Even with Peter Cobb in the class.
Yes, I know.
I was able to survive.
All right. Continuing to pitch is Kai Race. 3-1 is our score. Look at breaking news. Hey, we got it all here. Robert Prevost, Prevost, folks, has been elected Pope, making him the very first American, Ed Myers, to hold the title. Well, I thought you were in the running, but the smoke was not gray enough.
I didn't quite make the cut.
No. Isn't that something, an American Pope? See, good shot. Boy, Cole Dupuis, he's got his cameras all over the place. Center field, here in the booth. Now the first baseline, behind home plate. Got it all.
Even have more room this year. I can reach out my arms.
Very good. Cam Bauer is catching. And Nico Kyrace is pitching. And here comes number 27.
Owen Constantino from Ottawa, Ontario.
First baseman. It's a strike.
He was voted the most valuable player in the OUA tournament this year.
Okay. Inside. 1-1. Barnstormers need some base runners. They trail by a pair here in the bottom of the fourth. 3-1. 5 hits for the Panthers, only a couple for the Barnstormers. Strike. Kyrace went to the whip.
These guys are really pretty young. I believe Owen is 20 or 21 years of age.
Swing and a miss. High heat struck him out. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. That brings up Jalen Butcher.
Jalen certainly comes from a very athletic family background.
Oh boy.
With his mother
in the
and father, yes.
Today, yeah.
I had the privilege of coaching his dad, Corky, at Chatham-Kent.
What an athlete.
Football, basketball. Had an uncle, Kevin, who was a sprinter.
Superstar.
Also volleyball,
too,
basketball. Quite accomplished family.
Kyrace, one out. Ground ball Third inside the bag. That's a fair ball. No. Oh, foul ball. Hands of the umpire went up to say no. Butcher will come back and grab his war club. Count 1-1.
I don't know where Taylor went, where he went to high school. I'm thinking McGregor, but not sure. I did not cross his path as an athlete.
I think he was a Panther. Yeah, I think you're right. Kyrace winds and delivers. Here's a little blooper. Is that gonna blooper? It's gonna be back there. And what a fine running catch for a moment.
Froze.
Yeah.
Deer in the headlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good catch by Cabral out there.
Good recovery.
Ball was well hit. I thought it was going to be kind of sawed him off, going to drop in, but it carried.
Well, he made 2 at-bats, made some good contact.
Yeah.
He got the single in the first inning down the line. He went to second on the throwing error.
Scored our only run.
This guy is a big guy, too.
Yes,
we don't have any data on him, but I'd say 6'3", 6'4". He looks pretty good, pretty big.
It's McCosh. 6'6".
Is that big? 6'6".
Wow. Get the ball down low. He'll play St. Clair Saints for Bell River. A very noble town.
Bell River knows.
Yes.
George Hodres, the guy that I knew from Bell River, coached for years and years. Lonesome George, I used to call him.
This fella had a .412 batting average in 19 games played for the Saints. Very impressive. Hoping he can replicate that, but he took a called third strike, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Barnstormers in the bottom of the fourth. The score remains 3-1. Ed Myers and I will be back with more baseball right after these messages.
Flip into the best summer ever at Great Lakes Gymnastics. Our PA Day, March break, and summer camps are packed with gymnastics, games, crafts, and nonstop fun, all in a safe, state-of-the-art facility. Spots are filling fast, so register today.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings plans. Still selling group benefit plans. Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance?
Not today. Play ball.
At Great Lakes Gymnastics, it all starts with our state-of-the-art 12,000 square foot facility, built to inspire movement, confidence, and growth. From preschool to recreational classes, our programs are safe, structured, and designed to help every child thrive. For athletes with big goals, our competitive team trains year-round with experienced coaches and competes across Ontario. Whether you're just getting started or aiming for the podium, Great Lakes Gymnastics is where greatness begins.
Please don't let me in.
Can't answer my phone now, just leave it there, that tone. Ballin', can't beat me up, cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
All right, welcome back to Barnstormers TV, presented by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. And this call of the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm coming into the game, Mr. Eric Pettipies, banking that is invested in you. Metsugni Fukada is now catching. Pettipies had an ERA of 5.4, a whip of 1.42. 2 wins and 3 losses, 41 innings pitched, 41 hits, 29 runs, 25 of those were earned, 18 walks and 28 strikeouts, and he gave up 7 dingers. 3 wild pitches and hit 6 batters. We're hoping he can sharpen those skills again this year for the Barnstormers. And here's his first pitch. And a swing and a miss from Caleb Kane Plant.
Eric certainly has Chatham roots. His mother is Brenda. His uncle is Brian Wiseman. And I had the privilege of teaching both of them in Chatham last year. And Brian was here to throw out the first pitch. One of the games early in the season. And Eric goes to Gotham College in Indiana.
Oh, cool.
Along with Trent. Lives in Dorchester, Ontario, just outside of London.
Slow pitch capital of the world, Dorchester. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches and 3 strikes. Boy, you mentioned Brian Wiseman. There's a banner that hangs as the all-time record holder for points in junior hockey.
Yeah.
He was a very gifted athlete. I think he went on to do some coaching at the University of Michigan. He might be in the pros now.
He is, where is he? He's on the West Coast. I think he's with the Kings.
Wow.
He was in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's still involved in the NHL.
Klaus Aplovich, number 85, is the batter. First ball thrown by Pettipies. There's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. Just joining us, 3-1. The Panthers started with a bang. They got a home run from Penalver. Tacked on a couple of runs with some misplays, and that's where we sit, 3-1. 5 hits for the Panthers, 2 for the Barnstormers here in the top of the 5th. Skipped rope, did he hit him? He did. That one got away.
He overthrew that one. You can see the way he finished. He gets going to that little extra.
Comes Trent Lawson. If Hoppman says, "Can you feel the love tonight?" after you get hit by a pitch, such appropriate music. Here's a drive to right center field on the go, and he caught it! What a play out there by Vasiletic. Didn't have a chance. My goodness, what a play. You got a replay on that one, Cole? My goodness, we got to get that sometime this year. That was remarkable.
He's showing a lot of talent out there in outfield. I think he played out there one night and shortstop the rest of the time, but he could certainly go get a ball.
That was a frozen rope, and he ran it down. Swing and a miss. Camp Bauer, the batter. 1 out, runner on first. Sorry, 2 out, runner on first. Strikeout and a great catch out there in right field by Torin Vasiletic. 1-1.
All of our students have left.
Yeah,
I think they,
the fire drill is in effect. Here's a fly ball, short right. And the second baseman, Mackey, will make the catch. Inning over. Solid defense out there, Mr. E. Myers.
Yeah, some good play so far. And I say it's tough getting started in the spring. Any of you people run on the wet, spongy turf. It's different than being inside, and some of these guys have played a lot of ball in the States and have played already this season, starting in February, March, April, and so there's quite a variance in how much people have played recently out here.
Okay, well, listen, Mr. Ed Myers and I will be back with more baseball momentarily.
Attention business owners and marketers. Imagine your brand in front of a live, engaged audience, right here, right now. This space is the perfect opportunity to showcase your product, service, or message to viewers in real time. Whether you're looking to boost sales, build awareness, or grow your audience, we've got you covered. Don't wait. Secure your spot today.
Yeah. All right, folks, welcome back. Nico Kyrace continues to pitch, and Cam Bauer continues to catch. You were talking about Don Menard. He's having a conversation with Darren Scrammon. It's just a baseball conversation, but boy, from the Windsor area, he used to manage his Panther club.
Yes, he did. And he's coached in the Windsor area for many, many, many years. He's a good resource for Chatham. He's really the assistant manager and has been involved in the Intercounty League for many years as well, which certainly helps in terms of understanding the league and who the players are and what the league's all about. And an interesting guy to talk baseball with. Anytime you see him, you want to talk baseball, he'll be on. He loves the game, and we'll talk baseball all day.
Cam McEwen, my son-in-law, taking all those Indian Creek Sun Devils back to the school. Poked his head in here to say hello.
Former CKSS Golden Hawk.
Oh, yes, another one.
Cam McEwen.
Yeah.
I also coached his dad, Brett.
Oh, boy.
Baseball player. He went to McGregor and played a lot of basketball.
All right. Robert Mackey is the batter. He was my pregame guest from Vancouver, British Columbia. And he said to me, he said, I'm kind of nervous. I'm really not a really good interview. I said, don't worry, kid. We got this. Mm-hmm. He did very well. Strike. 1-1. 3-1. Panthers with the lead. Barnstormers trying to get their bats to come to life here. A lot of these school kids are heading back because the buses, as I mentioned, are waiting for them.
It's going to get considerably quiet, more quiet.
Yes.
They've been here since we got here, about 11 o'clock.
Yeah, they were rocking.
They're ready to roll.
2 balls, 1 strike. Kyrace sets and delivers. Side, that one bounced up to the screen. Tied for second and hit by pitches with 11. Oh, my. Robert Mackey stands in there, unafraid. Swing, and that one hit off the foot of the catcher and bounded into fair territory. That'll be a foul ball, and the umpire will hold up both closed fists, which in this great sport means it's a full count. Mr. Dominguez, I just thought I'd throw that little tidbit your way.
Wealth of information.
Oh, I know, I tell you. Baseball encyclopedia.
You want to ask a question, just ask for Mr. Cobb. He'll give you an answer, even if he doesn't know what the answer is.
That's outside ball 4. Oh, who has more fun? The appropriate song by Jeff Hopman. And here comes number 8. Houston Ota, kid from Nagasaki, left-hander, and you know what he's thinking. He could tie this thing up with 1 swing of the bat. Swing and a miss on that first one. Bottom of the 5th. 2 hits for these Barnstormers. They need a couple more runs to get on an equal basis.
They haven't made a lot of contact. And like I say, I keep saying it's very early.
Here's a drive into the corner. Is that fair? It is. Fair ball. Rounding first, heading for second. No, he's going to hold up. But we got him at the corners with nobody down.
Ball was really played well by the right fielder. One hop off the fence there, and he turned and threw directly to second base. That's what held him to a single. Really good play.
All right. Mr. Vasilenic is the batter. Runners at first and third. Nobody down. Barnstormers got something cooking. Fly ball, center field. Should get the run in. Backing up, still going back, and made the catch. And easily tagging and getting home.
To the wind catch.
Yeah,
that
ball
drifted.
carried on him.
Yeah.
Good contact by Vasilenic. That will not count as an at-bat. It's a sacrifice fly. We got a 3-2 ball game. All right, 2.0 coming to bat. Andrew Sleeman, our center fielder, and do we have an appeal? We are going to make an appeal to third that he left early. No, he's safe.
Looking at two-man system here,
Yeah.
It makes that a little bit more difficult.
Well, certainly there was no need for the Barnstormer to hurry. That ball was hit
He
very
hit it,
deep.
and the wind just kept it going.
Yeah.
Which meant the center fielder was on his heels when he caught the ball. It could be pretty rough to throw from where he was.
Kyrie's checking on Oda, suspicious of him. Kyrie's sets, delivers, high. Mr. Sleeman is the batter, and we got a runner at first. Well, one out. Down by one are these Barnstormers. The pitch, way outside. Boy, you know, and a pitcher with a runner on first base, you know, he's got to pitch from the stretch. He can't go from the windup. That changes a lot of things, doesn't it?
Oh, sure does, especially a right-handed pitcher. He's blind to the to first base. He cannot really throw the ball with the full rotation of his hips and the shoulders, because if he hangs on too long, it's pretty easy to steal on. So he has to do a slip pitch. And so he throws his delivery up. It's not the same delivery as if he were winding up.
Well, back-to-back swings and misses by Sleeman. Counts 2-2. Well, do you think manager Gil Rondon might send the runner here?
I'd just say 3-2, nothing to lose.
And there he goes, and he'll get there easily. Called third strike, stolen base. And this is where you need the big bat. Settler Goodwin.
Single will tie the game.
Yeah. 2 out, runner on second. 3-2 ball game. Swing and a miss. Boy, Kyrie's going to the high heat. Might have been out of the strike zone. He sets. And delivers. Outside that got away, and I thought Oda was going to take off, but he would have been probably gunned down.
Good recovery for the catcher.
Cam Bauer. Spelled just the way you lace up the skates. One and one. The pitch. Ooh, chin music. 2 balls and a strike.
Ball was moving in on him a little bit too.
It was.
Froze him.
Smooth fielding shortstop at bat, trying to tie this one up with a base hit. Outside, 3-1. Mitsuki Fukada is waiting patiently on deck. The pitch, swing and a miss. Had a couple of good rips, just the timing a bit off. You said it's early.
It is. And I say, these guys are from all over the place. And the advantage certainly would go to the college players who are just finishing their season. My grandson just came home last night from Iowa. And that's the American school year, basically, the 1st of May.
Ball 4. Barnstormers have something cooking here with 2 out. Mitsuki Fukada coming to the bat. A little bit of a conference at the mound. Just checking down to the bullpen. I don't see anybody warming up down there. Although I do see some hustling in that direction.
Wonder how many arms they had available for an afternoon game.
Yeah.
With the other commitments that people have. We're not sure. There is a list of players available. I guess anybody could pitch if called upon, but that wouldn't be probably part of the regular rotation.
Mitsuki had a .309 batting average, 110 at-bats. He scored 14 runs, had 34 hits, 7 extra base hits. Boy, we could use one of those right now. 2 out, the 400 batting average with 2 outs. Gotta like that. Let's see if he can replicate what he did last year. Ball 1. Kyrie's plate moving around on him a bit. 3-2 ball game. Barnstormers with runners at first and second and 2 down. Fukada waits.
It's been low.
Yeah.
Looked, it was across the plate. But
2-0. Kyries winds, delivers. Ball 3.
Might be getting a bit tired.
Yeah. Yeah, Constantino is on deck, the slugging first baseman, and he would love to come to bat with the bases loaded, I know it. Taking all the way, I imagine. And he is, because that ball was not even close. I noticed both you and I looked to the Panther dugout to see if this was going to take place, and it is.
I don't know if anybody's even throwing down there, though.
No, I thought I
see some activity,
yeah.
but I
he's thrown 52 pitches.
That's a lot for this time of the year.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see this big slugging first baseman who's hopefully going to get signed. As we mentioned, a number of these ball players are not signed.
He's one of the exceptions.
Well, he is signed. Oh, that's
yes.
good news.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see if he can make that nice impression. Mr. Constantino. The opening day for these Barnstormers is a calendar week away, is it not? Yeah. 17th. Saturday the 17th. That's May 2-4. It's known even though it's not on the 24th. Here's the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, boy.
And a good whip.
He did. Strike 1. Boy, what an extra base hit would do here. Strike 2. Found the outside corner. Kyrie's really bearing down here. They're walking a couple. He's 1 strike away from getting out of trouble here. Keeping that 1-run lead. See if Constantino, strike 3. Oh, my.
In the bottom of the fifth, the Barnstormers score 1 run on 1 hit. They leave the bases loaded.
Kyrie's really mowed him down there. He was having trouble finding the plate and just threw 3 straight strikes after a quick chat with the manager. So the score at the end of 5 is 3-2 for the Kitchener Panthers. Ed Myers and I, Peter Cobb, will be back with some more Barnstormer baseball momentarily.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we're part of a community that has your back.
It's us again. Enyo Pest Advisors, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
Anything you want. Everybody say.
The Chatham Barnstormers have multiple summer camp opportunities available. Chatham's week-long summer camp from July 7th to 11th. Leamington's week-long summer camp from July 14th to the 18th. Then we head back to Chatham from July 21st to 25th. Wallaceburg summer camp between July 28th and August 1st. And finally Dresden's summer camp between August 4th and the 8th. Contact us today at the email on screen.
Welcome back. Wander Santana with a new pitcher. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union. That's Garrett Day out there, where your financial future is always in good hands. Mr. Santana had a double his last time up. The stats on Garrett Day from last year, an ERA of 1.66. He was just solid, I'll tell you.
Those strikes, and he keeps the ball down low, and it's a good combination if you're a relief pitcher.
Swinging a foul, 1-2.
Saw him throwing in the fieldhouse last week. He had really good control.
5 saves. He was second in all of the IBL in that department. Product of some outstanding athletic parenting, too.
Yep.
The pop up on the infield. Ooh, I'll tell you.
It's good going back.
Yeah, and then he just casually popped that. Good play there by Mr. Goodwin. Money in the bank, number 3 is 1 out. And the batter is number 11, Brady Campbell, who I think is playing second base now for these Panthers.
See, those flags have stiffened quite a bit since the start of the game. The ball will continue to drift toward the flagpole, like poles.
Got the fire trucks here checking up on us. Garrett Day just comes off the bench and throws strikes. Like we said, he had an ERA of 1.66.
So I watched him throw the other night. He consistently can throw the ball low for strikes. Has a target inside of 9 different locations.
Wow!
And he's pretty accurate. He can throw to the spots, and he's a pretty imposing sight. I don't know what he's listed at, but I think he's about 6'5", 6'6".
I think you're right. He had 7 strikeouts last year, 11 walks. Did not give up a dinger. 6'5".
6'5", yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. At the top of the 6th.
Very tall parents.
Oh,
basketball players.
Ron Day.
He had 2 uncles. I coached basketball players, Bob and Bill Day.
I'm not sure. Ron didn't go to CCI, did he?
No, I went to Tecumseh.
I thought he was a Brave,
high school. Yeah. And I don't know if he's still refereeing basketball, his dad, but he's refereed a lot of high school basketball in his day.
Ooh, curveball. Good job by Campbell to stay alive. Campbell's had a hit today, I'm pretty sure. Double with an RBI. 3-2's our score. Campbell has one of those 5 Panther hits. Swing and a miss. Got him on strikes. 2 down. I got a feeling 38 is going to have another great year for us. He came in some situations, bases loaded, and just got us out of jams last year.
He did. He was working on some pitches last year. He had a circle changeup, and he comes from sort of a 3/4 to a almost sidearm delivery. The circle change almost went up from his delivery point. It was a nasty pitch.
Well, he's going against his battery mate here. Ground ball up the middle. Watch this. Throw to first. Out.
A vacuum cleaner.
My goodness, folks. You got to get out and watch Sattler Goodwin play shortstop. It's worth the admission. Garrett Day does his job. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score at the end of 5.5 is still 3-2. There you see. Look at those graphics. I'm telling you, Cole Dupuis from Jeanette's Creek, Ontario. What a job he's doing. And his first day on the job of producing IBL Chatham-Kent Barnstormer baseball. I mean, we're surrounded by greatness, Ed. We've got Dan Dominguez on our right. We got Cole Dupuis on our left.
Can't lose with that. And he also introduced us to, is it a teleprompter?
Oh, yeah.
Where you get to draw over the screen. Man,
well, you were drawing happy faces.
Yeah.
You know, we might try. Let's Eric, give it a shot.
Yeah,
see if you can put a beard on me or something. Watch this, folks.
If I could just get the pen out.
Yeah, this is, here we go. This is, yeah. Look at, see, there's the beard I'm getting. Look at that.
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Little mustache.
I have played Santa Claus, you know. And,
yeah,
look at there I am. Ho, ho, Happy New Year, everybody, or Merry Christmas. Yeah, that is something. Who has more fun, you know, at a ball game? Now, if you hit the trash can, I think you get rid of it.
Right?
Here it is. It's gone. Look at that, folks.
Magic.
Oh, when we have given Ed Myers something that he's going to become a Pablo Picasso.
I'll take this home and practice.
All right. Well, listen, I'm going to give my throat a little break. We'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
Looking for a fun, active way to keep your kids moving? At Great Lakes Gymnastics, our recreational classes are all about building strength, coordination, and confidence, all while having a blast. And when it's time to celebrate, we throw birthday parties kids will never forget, packed with games, gymnastics, and tons of smiles. In our safe, state-of-the-art facility, every child gets the chance to shine. Join the fun at Great Lakes Gymnastics, where every day feels like a celebration.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings plans. Still selling group benefit plans. Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance?
Not today. Play ball.
Inyo Pest Advisors, serving all of southwestern Ontario, where you live and where you work.
All right, welcome back. Jalen Butcher leads off the bottom of the 6th for the Barnstormers. They trail by 1.
See if we can manufacture a couple of runs here.
That'd be all right.
Get things rolling. It's been quiet. We've had quite a few changes in the lineup. A few people are new to us in terms of haven't signed yet. They're still working out with the team, hoping to find a spot on the roster. And let's see if somebody can break out here and score a couple of runs.
Well, Gavin McLean is the new Panther pitcher. He just airmailed that second pitch. It's 2-0 to Butcher, who scored the first Barnstormer run. He's made good contact in both plate appearances. There's a strike on the inside corner.
Sure quiet here now.
Oh, my.
I think we're down to one. I see some purple sweaters, Christian school.
Yeah, they were hanging in there.
Over here, I'm not sure what school that is.
That's Victor Lauriston.
That's Victor
the
Lauriston.
Lions. Yeah, I could see
Close
Jordan
by.
Ray. You know the Ray family, Terry Ray, Shauna Cooper.
I do.
Yeah, you know.
Taught both of them.
There you go. And Jordan married Bob Chinnick's daughter. Good gracious. The connections are remarkable. There's a high, and thank you, Jalen Butcher, number 44. The great Reggie Jackson wore number 44. And Jalen Butcher's got some pop in his bat, too. But look at this kid. Number 99, the great Gretzky. But his name is Mitch McCoff.
Big boy.
Yeah, he
6'6". That's he looks all of 6'6", standing in the bat. The bat looks short in his hands.
Swing and a miss. He was full on that breaking ball. See our score, 3-2. Panthers have the lead, bottom of the 6th. Fergie Jenkins Field here at Rotary Park. On school day, most of the kids have headed back. There's a drive to left field on the run and back and go over the head. And misplay, that wind caught that one. Here's the throw into third base and safe as Butcher. And what's the call?
Don't know. Wind was a factor, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was. I think that's Wander Santana out there left field. They might have had that ball drift on him. And
I think that it was a factor. And that wind is blowing that
very
way.
hard. Yep. Inside. Here's my guest, Mr. Robert Mackey.
Still at 20, yes.
Strike. 1-1, cut the outside corner.
Infield's playing in.
Yeah.
So make some contact and
get it through. Those holes get bigger when the
sacrifice fly.
Swing and a miss.
Or a wild pitch, pass ball.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Eternal optimist. Right?
1-2. Looks like we might have a pitch batter, Trent Sillett, waiting on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He bounced it up there. Mackey gives the, hey, don't come from third. 2-2. Couple of runners on. Barnstormers trail by a pair. By 1, I should say. 3-2. That pair will give them the lead out there. Oh, that hit him on the elbow. And it sounded, he had the
Got
protective,
the pad, Otherwise, he would be
in great agony.
Yeah.
Well, this kid, you talk about a vacuum at first base for us last year. He struggled a little bit at the plate, but at first base, he was solid.
He certainly was.
Trent Sillett.
He forced the move, basically, of the Panda to third base because he was so impressive with his glove at first.
Umpire going out there to say, okay, gentlemen, coffee break is over. We got to keep this ball game moving. Bases loaded. Nobody down. Trent Sillett is the batter. The pitcher is Gavin McLean. Where's number 45 for the Panthers? Let's see what happens. Strike right down the pipe. They're in at the corners a bit and back at double play depth. Short second. Not very impressive statistics for Mr. Sillett with the bases loaded last year. 0 for 3. But he did have an RBI. We'll take another RBI right here to tie this thing up. 1-1 is the count. Be aggressive, kid. You get your pitch, rip it. Right 2. Trent, give umpire Dan Scram a look that, hey, now hold it. I'm not as tall as the last guy that was up to bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes, McLean. There's a drive to right, but it's foul. Whoa. That was a good left-handed catch out there by a fan. But he bobbled it. You're going to give him an error on that, Dan? He is. You get an error. Okay. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. McLean delivers. And another foul. Staying alive. Isn't that right on cue? Jeff Hoffman.
Rehearsal is a wonderful thing. Right?
Well, Jeff Hoffman just does such a tremendous job. And the only music man ever to be ejected from a ball game, folks. The greatest moment in Barnstormer history almost. He was my player of the game. He had to be. All right, here we go again. Little pop fly. Is that going to be trouble? It is. It's going to drop in, and everybody's going to move up 1, and we got a tie ball game. Yeah, the old Texas leaguer.
Right fielder did a great job in feigning the catch. Had to come running in with his glove up. Made everybody hold up, and he wasn't close to being able to catch it. Good play by the right fielder.
All right, here's Mr. Vasilenic with the bases juiced. We got a tie ball game. 3-3. McLean winds and delivers. Inside, ball 1. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Big rip by Vasilenic.
Need a rally here to get a fistful of runs rather than just the one.
The windup and the pitch. Down low, 2-1.
We'll take a walk.
We will. I'll take that. It's as good as a run in this situation. I didn't think we were going to allow Montreal Canadian fans in the booth today, but something's happened here.
He finally had breakfast. I just saw him come up there, just finished a hot dog.
Dom Donnell is in the booth with us, folks. He says salut from La Belle Provence. I think his favorite all-time player was the great Jean Beliveau.
Beliveau?
Yeah, you remember him. I think he wore number 5, didn't he?
That was
Butch
Bouchard wore number 5.
There you go. Wow, okay. Okay, I was going to say, hold it. We got 2 of them in the booth. Couldn't beat those Capitals for us. Cheapers. All right. Bases loaded. Nobody down. 3-3 ball game. Full count. Ball 4, just outside. Boy, McLean did the double take, and the Barnstormers have the lead as big number 99 crosses the plate to make it 4-3. And here comes Mr. 2.0, Andrew Sleeman. Got to find out about these kids, where he's from.
Yeah, I was able to accomplish that last week. Met quite a few of the Barnstormers at their practices, and like to get to talk to people outside of the ball diamond or outside of the actual game.
Well, bases remain loaded. It's up to McLean to strike, breaking ball.
First and third are in. Short and second are about halfway. Looks like they're looking for double play at second base if they can get it.
From Leamington, Ontario. All right. Little pop fly. Infield fly rule will be in effect. Catch is made by the shortstop. You want to explain the infield fly, Mr. E. Myers?
That's what I was talking about. Our friend from Scotland last year, after it was an infield fly rule, what was missed, and we advanced runners. And, on the chat line, he asked if someone could explain infield fly rule. And I tried, and what was really interesting, he wrote back and said, I understand. No one I've ever talked to understood the infield fly rule.
All right. Runners advance at your own risk. I know that.
Yep. That's what happened. I don't know if you remember that. The first baseman called an infield fly, and he missed the ball. A runner, I forget who it was at third base, scored. Took off as soon as the ball hit the ground, which he's entitled to do.
Here's Sadler Goodwin. Strike. Right down the pipe. 1 out. 4-3. Barnstormers have the lead. It's their first of the game. But they are still threatening with runners at all the bases.
Yeah, double play depth, short and second. Third and first will come home.
Swing and a miss. 0-2. McLean trying to pitch his way out of a jam and limit the damage here. McLean sets. And he delivers. Swing and a miss. He was late on it. That is the second out of the inning, and it's all up to Mitsuki Fukada. Let's see what he did with the bases loaded. 2 out. We can tell you these things. A .750 batting average, folk. 8 RBIs with the bases loaded. Wow. Here we go. Here's a drive hit deep, way back there, way back, still going, and it's well off the wall. 1 run is scored, 2 runs, 3 runs are in, and Fukada has cleared the bases. Wow, did he put a charge in that one?
Well, biggest part of the ballpark, left center field, right out toward the scoreboard. A lot of room out there, and a little bit of trailing wind as well.
Bases clearing double.
That's what we needed, yeah.
Well, we was batting. We threw the stats. .750 with the bases loaded. Come on. And that continues to grow. And unfortunately, McLean was playing with fire. And Mitsuki Fukada made him pay. Strike. Here is the 9th man to bat this inning. 5 Barnstormer runs have come across, and they've taken a 7-3 lead here on School Day at Fergie Jenkins Field. Here's a little pop fly. Third baseman's going to hustle after it, and he runs into the fence. But no play. Foul ball, out of play. 2 strikes.
See if Owen can get a good swing on this pitch. He seems to be laying back a bit. First game, Barnstormer. Said Owen's from Ottawa, Ontario.
Owen Constantino. 2 strikes on him. Bounced it up there. Connor remains out at second. Some more school kids, or the Victor Lauriston Lions are now exiting.
They got probably the shortest walk.
They
They're
do.
2 blocks over.
2 blocks away. You're right. Ball, 2 strikes. 2 and 2. I tell you, I'm still kind of buzzing over that crack by Fukada.
Oh, he got all of that.
He did. He hit it hard. And Santana out there had no chance. Strike 3 called. That was unusual. And still standing at home plate is Constantino. And looked like he wanted to have a conversation with home plate umpire Darren Scram, but Darren went down to third base.
He had other plans.
Well, he's checking his sports betting app, seeing, who put some money maybe on the Chatham Maroons tonight, Mr. Myers, who are playing game number 4 in St. Catharines.
Big history there of the Chatham Maroons. It goes back to the 1930s. The Chatham Maroon had a team in Chatham. Of course, they won the Big Allen Cup in 1960.
Boy. That was quite a year. Okay, well, we are going to be back with more baseball. My producer says, hey, we got to pay some bills here, so let's pay him. We'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
Inyo Pest Advisors, serving all of southwestern Ontario, where you live and where you work. Inyo, bigger than bugs.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
Anything you want. Everybody say.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk, we are part of a community that has your back.
All right, welcome back. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm coming into the game. Banking that is invested in you. And that is the Cat Moran. And Cat's statistics last year, I don't know if I should read these. I don't want to offend him. Catalan had an ERA of 13.50. His win-loss record, though, 2-0. That's what we want to accentuate the positive. So he's hoping to have a bounce-back year here for the Barnstormers and be an arm that they can rely on. He wears number 2 and throws a strike to number 67, Yasvani Penalver, who homered to account for the game's first run. Up high, 1-1. It is really very quiet.
Very quiet.
All the kids are headed home. 2-1.
What a contrast.
It was. This place was packed with school kids, which is great.
Packed house.
Yep. Love that idea of a school day exhibition game. 3-1. Cap, the last thing you want to do when your team has just put up a 5 spot is walk somebody. 24 walks in 20 innings he had last year, so Just throw strikes, kid. Here's a drive hit deep. This might be the second of the game, but hold on. Back. And it's caught right at the fence. What a play by 2.0 out there.
Sleeman.
Yes, Andrew Sleeman. You got him. Now, if he was only born in Guelph, I think he's from Leamington. Dan knows all about this kid. Yeah. All right, that's a big first out to get behind the hitter. Here's Charlie Towers. Ground ball, third base. Scooped up by Bitcher. Guns to first and 2 away. Smooth play by number 44 and number 20 now at first base. Trent Sillett. There are 2 away. Boy, that's just what the doctor ordered. A quick 1-2-3 inning after you score a 5 spot.
Yep.
Let's hope it continues here. Jamie Cabral is the batter. The center fielder. Fouls off.
Right
One
up
strike.
the end of the bat.
Yeah. Cued it, as they say.
A little chalk got into that bat.
Well, you were a pool player at one time,
A little bit.
Yeah. At the Parkview, no, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay. All right, folks. There's some more Chatham history for you. Google that. Strike 2.
He's on strikes today.
Yes, he is.
I'm trying to remember between the brothers. Is this the one that was the goalie? One of them was the goalie.
Here's a drive to right. Coming out and caught by the second baseman.
In the top of the 7th inning, Cat Moran sets it down.
All right. Great job by Cat Moran. 1, 2, 3. We're going to catch our breath here. It's the 7th inning stretch. And we'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
Whether personal, agricultural, or commercial, Inyo Pest Advisors are here. Inyo. Bigger than bugs.
Want to get your brand in front of a live audience? This spot could be yours. Reach engaged viewers in real time and make an impact. Don't miss your chance. Contact us today to get your ad here.
The second annual Barnstormers Golf Tournament takes place Tuesday, July 15th at Willow Ridge Golf and Country Club. Barnstormers' own Garrett Day will also be in attendance. To register, contact us at the emails on screen.
Flip into the best summer ever at Great Lakes Gymnastics. Our PA Day, March break, and summer camps are packed with gymnastics, games, crafts, and nonstop fun, all in a safe, state-of-the-art facility. Spots are filling fast, so register today.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings plans. Still selling group benefit plans. Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance?
Not today. Play ball.
All right, welcome back. Barnstormer TV, presented by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance. Here's Jalen Butcher taking an inside strike, the first pitch. I don't know if that's a new pitcher out there or McLean is still out there. He's thrown 2 strikes. He gave up a bases clearing double to Mitsuki Fukada last inning that helped the Barnstormers to a 5-run inning and take a 7-3 lead here in this exhibition game. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Butcher takes a called third strike. Here comes big number 99, Mitch McCosh. Big left-hander. McLean winds and delivers. Ball one. I thought umpire Darren Scram was going to go up with the right hand, but he didn't. The pitch. Strike. 1-1. Good shot from our center field camera. Being manned out there by Casper the Ghost. All 2 in the dirt. Ed Myers rejoins us. He did a little autograph sessions in between innings.
Record time.
Yeah. You come to a ball game, you can get your picture taken with him. Here's a ground ball to second base. Easy hop, throw to first, and out. 2 down. 2 up and 2 down for McLean, and this is what he needed after giving up 5 in the 6th. Here's my pregame guest from Vancouver, British Columbia, Mr. Robert Mackey. Excited to be back. He got hit by a pitch. Swing and a miss. McLean settling in here in the bottom of the 7th. Throwing strikes, got 2 quick outs.
Mackey was quite versatile last year. He started at second base, he played a little bit short, a lot at third, and actually I think he had 3 relief appearances. He is available to assist in many ways.
Foul ball, yeah. He said one game he played left field, too. So, hey, he can do it all.
You need guys like that.
2 games he pitched last
2.
year. Yeah. Got the stats. Yeah, it must have been one of those games when they brought him in to pitch when it was well out of hand. Okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 are out here. 7-3. Barnstormers with the lead. Ouch. Hit by the pitch for the 2nd time. I think the whole plate umpire was coming over to make sure he's okay, or
took one for the team there.
Yeah,
Just
that
turned
one.
the other cheek.
Catcher is also kind of favoring it. Cam Bauer favoring his left leg there. Yeah. That McLean took out the Barnstormer and took out Bauer. Mackey and Bauer with 1 pitch. All right, here's Trent Sillett. The man on and 2 down. Trent had a little bloop single last inning. Ball up high. Peter Cobb, Ed Myers bringing you Barnstormer baseball. Mike Renier will be the guy in this seat. He and Chris McLeod throughout the season. Swing and a miss. Cole Dupuis, our producer. Dan Dominguez, our statistician and baseball encyclopedia. Chuck Rylance running the scoreboard. The pitch. Ground ball, base hit up the middle.
2 for 2. That's what he needed, a good
Yeah.
start. He lives up the road in London. He and Eric Pettipies both go to Goshen College in Indiana. I'm curious to see where that might be.
Hold
not
on,
sure.
is this Spencer Marcus? Oh. It is Spencer Marcus. He just got out of school and he said, put his uniform on and says, hey, the face of the franchise maybe this year. He wears number 19, and boy, oh boy, what a delightful young lad.
That's him.
And a tremendous ball player. He takes a strike. Steps out of a classroom and into the batter's box. Two out, two on. Chokes up on that bat just a bit. Swing and a foul. Boy, he showed some power to right center field a couple of times last year. Had some pop in that bat.
It's some timely hits. It's something you can't measure. And he played a incredibly good right field.
Oh, gosh. Cannon for an arm.
Obviously been coached. Tell just by the way he approached the ball.
Yeah, I'd like to know how many outfield assists he had.
Fundamentally correct.
Something.
Yeah.
We got that stat. We're going to get it to you, folks. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 down. McLean trying to get out of trouble here. Couple of runners on. The pitch. Here's a drive to deep left, way back and over the head, and that's going to go all the way almost to the wall. That's going to get maybe 2 runs in. Yes, it is, a late throw, and they would have had a play at the plate. A 2-run double by Spencer Marcus, showing us more of what he did in 2024.
Yeah, up the gap. Looked like a little communication problem there between the shortstop, and he looked like nobody told him.
Where to go?
And you got to communicate.
Cut 4.
You just tell by the look on his face, like, you got to talk. Ball well hit.
Yes, it was.
Picked up where he left off last year.
We got a 9-3 ball game. Big 2-out knock there by Spencer Marcus. High, ball 1. The bottom of the 7th inning. This is an exhibition game. It was a school day here, and we saw kids from Walpole Island and Chatham Christian School and Victor Lauriston and King George and Indian Creek. Pitch hitter wearing number 8 will get you. Oh, no, this is Ota, the batter.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Ota, extra hitter. Right, yeah. Sweet swing of lefty.
Tiger scored.
Oh.
Just came up with
All
the
right,
scoop.
we got a 1-0 ball game there.
Torkerson.
A digger?
No. Movement. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Tigers leading 1. We give scores all over. We give you information, folks.
Information Central.
We've got
anything you want to know.
And we've got a manager coming out to talk to McLean. He walked Oda. Marcus is standing out there on second. He drove in 2 runs with a double. And Sadler Goodwin is waiting at the plate while this conversation continues. And as I look down, we had about 900 kids here, and now we're down to just a handful of people.
Yeah, there's a few people in the grandstand here, and
right below
nothing
us,
on the wing. I think they had a good time. They were certainly active, loud.
Yeah.
That's good.
Future fans for many years. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ball inside. Wow. Spencer Marcus led the outfield in the IBL with 7 assists. That does not surprise me, because he had to have that right arm registered with the Chatham Police Force.
Well, he positions himself well. Like, you see him moving up to the ball, where you're supposed to be. In your 3-step cross hopper, you should have 2 out of the way before you catch the ball. You come up and you throw. And that's what he can do. And other people don't pay attention to that, or if they do, they sort of slack on it. He has the best cross hop I've seen in an outfielder.
2-2, second strike. The Barnstormers now have 9 runs on 8 hits, so making good use of those hits. Panthers have 3 runs on 5 hits.
Sadler's timing just seems to be off a bit. That's early.
Yeah.
I said he's just a little bit behind everything and a little indecisive. And that'll come with time.
Full count. The runners are taking off. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Well, we're going to go to the top of the 8th, folks, with the score. Chatham-Kent Barnstormers 9, the Kitchener Panthers 3. Ed Myers and I will be back with 8th inning action momentarily.
Still selling critical illness insurance. Still selling retirement savings plans. Still selling group benefit plans. Still selling life insurance. Still selling disability insurance.
Are you selling insurance? Not today. Play ball.
At Great Lakes Gymnastics, it all starts with our state-of-the-art 12,000 square foot facility built to inspire movement, confidence, and growth. From preschool to recreational classes, our programs are safe, structured, and designed to help every child thrive. For athletes with big goals, our competitive team trains year-round with experienced coaches and competes across Ontario. Whether you're just getting started or aiming for the podium, Great Lakes Gymnastics is where greatness begins.
Cause I'm back in my zone now. Cause I'm back in my zone now.
Attention business owners and marketers. Imagine your brand in front of a live, engaged audience, right here, right now. This space is the perfect opportunity to showcase your product, service, or message to viewers in real time. Whether you're looking to boost sales, build awareness, or grow your audience, we've got you covered. Don't wait. Secure your spot today.
Okay. Yeah. All right, welcome back. This call of the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm coming into the game, banking that is invested in you. And this new arm is number 4, Jackson Moon, who throws a strike and evens the count at 1-1. And I got to give a kudos to Jackson Moon. When you and I arrived, he's lining the field.
That's right.
My goodness, he does it all for the Barnstormers.
He is a student in, what do you say, Tennessee?
Yeah.
I forget where he said.
Tennessee Southern. Yeah.
Tennessee Southern, and Chatham product.
Yeah.
A Moon family, at least the 3rd generation that I'm aware of. And Jackson has a dad is Dan.
Yeah.
And grandfather is Jack, and his grandfather was Jack as well, and a prominent family in Chatham, Ontario.
Strike. Oh. Boy, you don't want to do that too often there, Mr. Kawara. Show up the umpire, one that's close might be strike 3, and we got another full count here. Well outside. And
aimed that one.
Yep, Kawara takes the base. Arthur Kawara plays first base. Mr. Kawara does. Now batting is Caleb Cade Plant. Or Plant, if you want to use the Jacques Plant phonetic saying. Here's a pitch, strike right down the middle.
First NHL goalie to wear a mask in a regular game.
Outside, 1-1. As I said, I've got all my, I got my Maroons, I got my Barnstormers, I got my Tiger, I got my Leaf socks on. I mean,
man for all seasons.
Yeah, I got all my sports, all my teams, they're covered. Knock on wood, they're doing well right now. Right back to the box. That one off Moon, and everybody's safe. That was a tough play. He was still just coming out of his windup.
It's in between, yeah, and in between hop to him.
Klaus Appelvich is Klaus spelled Klaus. Appelvich. AppleVich. 2 on, nobody down. Inside. Well, hey, here comes Gil Rondon. Boy, we haven't had a chance to give him some kudos. As he comes up to the mound.
Okay, so it'll be on I-94.
Yeah.
Goshen College.
Goshen College. Here's Gil Rondon. And boy, what a remarkable man. He was the pitching coach last year. He's the manager this year from the Bronx, New York, and bragged about his stickball. Kudos, back when he was a kid playing in the boroughs in New York City, where the game was invented, really. Stickball, that is.
That's Willie Mays.
Say hey, kid.
He has done a wonderful job with these young pitchers. We talked earlier about the problem we had with walks last year. They listened to him. He's really a good coach. He knows pitching inside out and was able to resolve that problem last year.
2-0. 9-3. But the Panthers are clawing away here in the top of the 8th inning. They got 2 on and nobody down. A swing and a miss by Klaus. 2 balls and 1 strike. Klaus was trying to tie the game with 1 swing, even though he needs 6 runs to tie it. The pitch outside. 3-1. Jackson and Danger are loading the bases. Jackson did. 11.02 ERA. Got to tighten that up. This level. Oh, called strike, and Klaus was heading to first base.
Just heard Dan talking about Jackson's pitching. He pitched, I think, for the Windsor Selects last year. I'm not sure which team. I saw him in a tournament, and grandson was playing last year.
Foul ball. Out of play.
He had a scholarship at Tribeca, where his dad went to school, and I think Tribeca's in Nashville. And
okay.
He never really got a lot of experience, and he transferred this year, and his first year that he's actually gotten some pitching experience in.
All right, another full count pitch. All 4. Ooh, it was close.
Not swinging.
All right, well, they're loaded up now with nobody down.
Got to get ahead of the batteries when we're working from behind.
Here comes Trent Lawson.
All 3 batters.
Here. The pitch. High ball 1. Things are getting away from poor Jackson right now. I feel for the kid. I know he's thinking, all I want to do is throw strikes. The pop-up, infield fly. Easy play for Sillett, 1 away. It's a big out to take some pressure off.
Get a ground ball here, and we'll get out of the inning.
Yeah, Cam Bauer, the batter. Bases remain loaded. The score remains 9-3. Jackson Moon delivers. Fly ball. Out of play. One strike. Myers asking you shall receive. Get ahead of the hitters.
That's right. Big lead.
Good stop by Fukada.
He's not letting that pitch go. He's forming it in his hand and forcing it.
Well, maybe that's not Fukada. Howard might be the catcher now, folks. Well, he just made a strike 2. Kent Bauer says, hey now, Mr. Scram, you don't need to be somewhere early, do you? 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now you can waste the pitch. See if you can get him to
fish for it.
There it was.
Hey, did he go? No, he didn't go. That was a good location. Wander Santana is waiting on deck. 2-2. Moon to the set position. He delivers. Low and outside. Full count. Jackson's thrown a lot of pitches in this inning. Here, Harry Muir cheering him on, saying, get the ground ball, throw strikes. Harry. Ground ball to short. Throw to second one, relay to first. Oh, he's safe. Boy, he got the ground ball, but
pulled him off.
Here in a second, yeah, just pulled him off. He got a run, and that makes it 9-4. Runners at the corners. And Wander Santana, left-handed batter, and see Gil Rondon coming out, and he's going to make a pitching change here.
Man from Montreal is coming in.
Oh, here he comes. Yuri O'Connor. Let's see where, number 16. He is from Montreal, Quebec.
An interesting conversation with him last week. He comes from his family is, father is Japanese, mother is Canadian, born in Montreal. He's played the last 2 years professionally in a Japanese league. Attended McGill University for 1 year. Speaks 3 languages, English, French, Japanese. And a very interesting, intriguing young man. I had a chance to meet him somewhere in Chatham. It was a joy to talk with, and see how he can perform out here. He just signed within the last 2 weeks, and gets his first opportunity as a Barnstormer.
The switch hitter, too, if he's at batting.
Oh, yeah.
Yuri O'Connor Yokoyama. And they say he's an early candidate for the best name in the IBL. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, and I know I'm going to, if I do an interview with Mitsuki, I'm going to need him to help translate, that's for sure. We had a translator for Mitsuki last year, too, didn't we?
Yeah. Kenny Williams.
Yeah. Great kid. From Seattle, wasn't he?
Yeah, Washington State. I'm not sure if it was Seattle.
Way,
yeah. I spent some time talking to him last year. I don't know if he's playing anywhere this year or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm coming into the game. Banking that is invested to you. And we want to say, hey, all of the Barnstormer strikeouts, sponsored by Scott Curry. Whether you're starting retirement or starting a new business, contact Scott. He'll get you underway.
First batter is a lefty.
Wander Santana. Yeah. We better behave. Mark Malone has just stepped into the booth, and you know how he can be, make sure everybody's behaving. Runners at the corners. 1 out. Ouch. Oh, goodness. Right in the noggin. Everybody coming out, and you can see Wander he was really digging in on that. Manager, trainer coming out.
I don't think it stuck him. It's glanced off his helmet, which is a good thing.
Yes. Certainly not what Yuri wanted to start his Barnstormer debut with. That reloads the bases. 9-4 is the score. Brody Campbell is now the batter.
They're 2 out or 1 out.
I thought there were 2, but
I thought that first play was their
yeah.
second.
2 outs. Strike. Right, yep, the infield fly. One strike, I think. Ooh, inside. Oh, goodness. Almost hit him. 1-1. Top of the 8th inning, the Panthers have pushed one across to cut the lead now to 9-4. Ground ball, second base. Scooped up, throw to first, inning over. Good job by Yuri coming in. It's a couple of pitches and gets some outs. Got a hit batter. There's a good shot. You can see myself. I have the Chatham Maroons, Ed Myers. And yes, that's Mark Malone. Like I told you, folks, he's right over our shoulders, making sure there's no nonsense. What a job Mark Malone does. He covers everything in Chatham-Kent. I see him at every Maroons game, every sporting event, doesn't matter, high school, elementary school. Does a tremendous job and has been doing it for a number of years. He's like our, favorite guy. All right, well, listen, we got to pay some bills. My producer keeps telling me, quit yakking. We got to pay bills. We'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
Attention business owners and marketers. Imagine your brand in front of a live, engaged audience, right here, right now. This space is the perfect opportunity to showcase your product, service, or message to viewers in real time. Whether you're looking to boost sales, build awareness, or grow your audience, we've got you covered. Don't wait. Secure your spot today.
Every family, every asset, every business we insure is a chapter in our story. We listen with open hearts, understanding that behind every insurance policy is a unique narrative. It's not just about numbers, it's about your dreams, your aspirations, your life. We take over your risks so you can live life to the fullest. Because we're not just some insurance people behind a desk. We are part of a community that has your back.
A lot of times Jeff will announce them too, right? Yeah. Okay, welcome back to Barnstormer TV, presented by Kent Essex Mutual Insurance, Ontario's trusted insurance provider. Peter Cobb, along with Ed Myers. Folks, Ed Myers was my teaching idol. I can say that because I went into this profession because of him. My grade 10, grade 9 phys ed, grade 10 history. In grade 11, you'd had enough of me, I think. So you sent me to Carl Kohani.
He take care of you.
Yes, he did. Anyhow, we got another call to the Main Street Credit Union bullpen, where your financial future is always in good hands. Just like this new arm coming into the game, banking is invested in you, and it is Caleb Kane Plant. He will pitch to the Barnstormers in the bottom of the 8th inning, who lead at 9-4 here on Kids Day, and the first batter is Mr. Howard. First name is hard to read. There's the faint. His last name is Howard. There were some famous CCI Howards.
Danny
Howard?
Danny Howard.
Who is it? Oh. Howard is the batter. Yeah, he turned around to, yeah. Looks like maybe Dylan Howard, folks. But, yeah, Chris and Dan Howard, both great CCI athletes.
Sister that ran track at CK, 4x1 relay, Sheila.
Sheila Howard, okay.
Good runner.
First pitch by Kane Plant is ball outside. Swing and a miss. Big rip by Mr. Dylan Howard.
I believe Sheila was a 4x1 OFSA winner.
Oh, my.
Her day.
Gold medalist.
Yep.
This area has produced some incredible athletes, folks. I got to tell you. I do brag about Chatham a lot, but I get to because we've had some superstars come out of this town.
Well, when I got over to CK, Dennis Wokey had done a fine job with the track program there and produced all sorts of successful runners.
2-2 now. 9-4. Barnstormers have the lead. Kane Plant comes to the set position. Strike 3. Yeah, and Howard knew it. Old Uncle Charlie got him there. You know, it's interesting, and I want to comment on, some pitchers are comfortable pitching from the stretch and then some from the full windup.
Yep. That, depending on comfort level, you look at the old windup, the full windup pitchers, that was a complete contrast to what they do now. I think now they figure that the less movement, the better. You don't have to get all your parts in line before you, reach the critical instant. So there's less movement today than there ever was. Fundamentally, if you look at any pitcher, if they don't rotate their hips and shoulders, it won't matter. And if without a man on base, pitcher is able to rotate his hips and shoulders and build up that elastic potential energy and throw the ball as hard as he can.
All right. Owen Constantino played some first base and takes a rip at it. You just tell, again, it's early. He's
timing.
Yeah, struggling with a bit of timing. There's Ron Day, the aforementioned, Garrett's dad, down in the crowd there, wandering through the stands. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down.
4 strikeouts today.
4 strikeouts.
4?
Ouch, yeah, 0 for 4. The golden sombrero, as they call it. All right, here's Jalen Butcher, who's had a couple of hits today, scored a run. Made some good contact with the baseball and played a solid third base. 2 runs, a hit, and an RBI. Good day's work at the office. 9-4 is our score. Barnstormers with the lead. They scored 5 runs in the 6th inning, and then Spencer Marcus added 2 more with a 2-run double. Strike 2 to Butcher. I was so surprised. I said to Dom, "Where's Spencer Marcus?" "Oh, he's working today." "Oh, right, he's teaching." Well, like I said, he left the classroom and kept into the batter's box and rocked a double. Strike 3, inning over. Boy, Kane Plant does the job. Well, we're going to go to the top of the ninth here. And I'm going to save my voice for the top of the ninth inning, and hopefully it could be a 1-2-3 so we can go find some place I can cure this sore throat.
There's a lot of places close by I've heard that we might be able to drop into.
All right.
Did anybody call Mike's yet?
Yeah.
Tell him.
We're coming.
Yeah.
All right. All right, folks. We'll be back with more baseball momentarily.
It's us again. Enyo Pest Advisors, 226-627-4944. Enyo, bigger than bugs.
Anything you want. Everybody say.
The Chatham Barnstormers have multiple summer camp opportunities available. Chatham's week-long summer camp from July 7th to 11th. Leamington's week-long summer camp from July 14th to the 18th. Then we head back to Chatham from July 21st to 25th. Wallaceburg's summer camp between July 28th and August 1st. And finally, Dresden's summer camp between August 4th and the 8th. Contact us today at the email on screen.
Hey, I got the elbow. 2 minutes for elbowing. Pay attention.
Partner assist.
Yes. All right, Yuri remains on the mound. Pitch, strike one. Top of the ninth inning. The batter is number 8, and that is Nico Kyrase, Kyrase. Played a little second base, came in and did a nice job pitching, too. Up high, 1-1. Barnstormers looking to get 1-2-3 here so that the announcers can go and debrief. A little low, 2-1. Dylan Howard remains the catcher. It was a big 6th inning, bottom of the 6th, 5-run 6th inning that allowed the Barnstormers to break it open. They trailed most of the game. Really, most of the kids weren't around to see that 5-run inning because they had to get back to the school buses.
It's quite a shuffle to get kids in and out of here with the buses coming and, this, that, and the other thing.
Yuri O'Connor-Yokamata walks the first batter, and that's not what you want to do with a 5-run lead in the 9th inning. And here comes Yasvani Panalver, who showed some pop in the bat and some good fielding skills. You commented on how he played the ball off the wall out there. It was very impressive.
Knew what he was doing for sure.
Way up high with that one.
Yuri's not finishing his pitch. He's standing up. I'm sure he's been advised of that by Gil.
Outside, 2-0. Just throw strikes, kid. That's all you need.
Famous last
Strike.
words there.
Yeah.
Just throw strikes.
Yeah, I
sure.
know. It's easy from up here, isn't it?
How many times have that been said? Just throw it over the plate.
Oh, Mike Grenier saying hello.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Hello, Mike
Hi,
Grenier. We miss you. What a great community guy, and what a great job he did with these broadcasts last year. And you come to every Maroon game, and you can hear the golden voice of Mike Grenier. Outstanding. All right, 2-2. He struck him out.
Big Uncle Charlie there.
Yes, it was. That dropped off the table. And Penalver is out on strikes. One down, man on, and here comes Charlie Towers. And here comes manager Gil Rondon, and he's going to call for the right-hander. Whoever that is, we'll let you know. But this call to the bullpen is brought to you by Main Street Credit Union, where your financial future is always in good hands, just like this new arm coming into the game. Banking that is invested in you. Yeah, it is. Torin Vasilinic is coming in to pitch. Dan Cadot, one of my favorite students.
Mine too.
Yeah, former Winston Churchill Bulldog.
CKSS.
Yeah, great kid. And another great community person. Mike Renier, I love him, I'll tell you. His son Dan does the music in the Maroon games. We're hoping that the one of the oldest trophies, the Sutherland Cup, is what the Maroons are playing for right now, and that was first presented in 1932. I think you were what, about 12 years old? 30? Oh, I'm gonna get hit.
Watch it.
Anyhow.
That last elbow was just a gentle
That's
reminder.
right. My mother was born in 1932.
Yeah. Elbows up.
Yes, elbows up, yes. Yes, Mr. Carney and Mike Myers letting us know. Okay. Well, Mr. Vasilinic, you have one job. Get 2 outs, and that'll be the ball game. We will not be doing a post-game interview today. We will during the regular season for all the regular season games. That's for sure. It's always a fun part to talk to the manager and the player of the game, and crowd always hangs around and seems to find somewhere to enjoy themselves. Watch him wind up, but, what are your thoughts on today's game so far?
I think it's been an interesting game. We said at the outset that we'd see a lot of players at various stages of their season. Some have played a lot recently if they played American College. Some have not played since the fall. And I think we've seen a lot of players. We've seen quite a cross-section of people who have signed recently and who played last year. And we've also seen some players who are not signed and are sort of in camp and vying for a position on the roster. So I think it's just great to be out here and at the ballpark again. Spring is here.
I love it.
We had the grandstands filled with kids.
We did.
Around 1,000 people, I guess, here.
Yeah.
And they were certainly energetic. And look forward to our opening game week from this Saturday night against Kitchener. And look forward to another exciting season.
All right. Swing and a miss by Towers. Zelenic comes off out of right field throwing strikes, or wherever he was. He sets and delivers. Well outside. Good stop by Howard there. 1-1. Nico Kyrus is the runner at first.
Nobody holding him on, obviously. That was a gimme.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to ask our scorer, if he steals that base, is it defensive indifference? It is. I got the thumbs up. Learning this game, folks, I'll tell you. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you want to know the score in the Tiger game, it's 8-0 for our Tigers over the Rockies as they're enjoying their visit to Coors Field.
Correction.
Oh, sorry, 9-0. Yeah. They are racking them up. I think it might be Casey Mize on the mound. He would be enjoying this. We're hoping that Mr. Vasilinic can get a K here. Foul ball.
Another foul ball. He's going to wear that guy out at first base.
Yeah.
Almost. He gets there, and then he has to turn around and run back.
Well, Jamie Cabral on the on-deck circle had to jump rope there.
Yeah, that's...
Wow, no homers, yet 9 runs. Good use of hits and extra base hits for the Tigers. And wow, we've seen extra base hits here for the Barnstormers that swing and a foul tip.
Oh, he fouled.
Yeah. Howard just about held on to it.
Thought he missed the pitch, at which time the runner would have had to stay at first base.
2-2. 1 man down, top of the 9th. 9-4. Barnstormers have the lead. Steps off. A lot of people yelling balk, but no. All right. Towers digs back in. High pitch, throw down to second. Safe it is, full count. We're going to look at the official score. He did throw it, so we might give him a stolen base. These stats are super official. I don't think they count.
Spring training for all.
Yeah, pretty much. Little bloop, and that ball is going to drop in. Yeah, and now we have them at the corners with 1 man down. And here comes Jamie Cabral, number 2. Gives the broken bat to the...
And sawed him in half for that.
Yeah, bat boy, and he had enough strength to pop it over the shortstop.
Finish this out with a double play.
Yeah, that'd be nice. One of those tailor-mades. This fella's 1 for 3 on the day. Inside, ball 1. Well, you don't want to hit anybody. One man down, 9-4. 7 hits now for the Panthers. These two teams will open it up a week from Saturday here, the home opener. First home game for the Barnstormers. Yeah. This Sunday, the IBL season starts on Mother's Day. Teams will be in action. Ground ball, right side, base hit. Big hole over there. They were holding on the runner. Here's the throw to third, and save, and down to second. On the throw goes Jamie Cabral. So we got him at second and third, and the score is now 9-5.
They've wanted to hold that throw to third base, moving that runner up to second base, taking away the double play situation for the next batter. However, it's early. It's spring training.
That's Oda out there in right field. We
it?
saw him, catching, and he made it semi-close. However,
I think if he rethought it, he would have held the ball and
gone second.
Double play situation.
Keep it in order. Strike, 1-1. 1 out here, 1 run in, a couple of runners on second and third. The Panthers are not going quietly. Ball down low. 2-1. Swing and a miss. This is Arthur Kawara, the batter. 2-2 is the count. He had a good rip at it. Came up empty. Strike 3. And the Panthers are now down to their final out. And here comes Caleb Kane Plant. Did a nice job on the mound for them. Quite a versatile player, too. Here.
Certainly bounced around today.
Little pop fly. This is going to be cut. Ball game. Well, the final score, 9-5 for the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. Kent Essex Mutual Insurance are one of our premier sponsors. And Mr. E. Myers, first of all, it's been a pleasure doing this game with you. First time you and I have had a chance to do a broadcast.
It was fun. Who would have ever thought that when you were a grade 9 student at the Cougar Dome?
1973. Oh, bonus baseball. We're not done, folks. We are going to play the bottom of the ninth.
Oh, should tell the bullpen.
Yeah. Okay. We have, maybe it's 4-on-4, like, in hockey, if two guys get coincidental minors, you're going to play 4-on-4. The umpires have left, too.
First time we were unsure of ourselves, right? We're sitting here with players going all different directions.
The bullpen has come in. The umpire now is Aaron Scram, and maybe more for the Panthers' benefit to get some more work from this new pitcher.
Yeah, I probably want to get, I can see why they want to get some at-bats for the anybody. Everybody's about getting game experience this time of the year.
Might be Evan Elliott on the mound. He wears number 23, I can tell you that.
He's the last guy that I wrote down on the Kitchener website. Owen McNeil. I got McNeil.
Owen McNeil?
I'm not sure if that's the Owen or not.
Well,
we don't have a number.
We don't have. We have a name. We have a name here, Evan Elliott, on the score sheet, also eligible. 23 is his number. And that's good. We're going to solve this mystery before the end of this ball game, which is officially over. Goes in the books as a 9-5 victory.
Evan Elliott. Is that the one?
Pitcher, too. Yeah, we're going with Evan Elliott.
Last summer pitched in the Blue Jay, Florida.
Oh, wow.
Something about Blue Jay, Florida Complex League.
Okay. Mitch McCaw is going to lead off against this kid that was involved in that Blue Jay organization, and we don't have a.
If I got the right one,
yeah,
I got a lot of stuff on him. I just don't know if that's him.
We have the score, but there was no number next to his name. So, but we got our top detectives. Yeah, it's Evan Elliott.
2017, he pitched for the Canadian national team in U18.
Oh, wow.
Played at Virginia Commonwealth. Has a 100-mile-per-hour fastball. He's from Toronto, 6'3", 210 pounds.
This is him. Boy, we are getting a look at the arms on him. Swing and a foul. 21 innings in the minor leagues. 5.57 ERA, and he can bring it. Well, he's got arms like Popeye, folks.
Watch your manners if you're around him.
Yes. You call him sir, and he throws the curveball off-speed pitch, 0-2. This guy might be their maybe premier closer. He struck him out. 3 pitches.
Didn't throw it around for the first time today.
No.
The pitcher wasn't expecting the ball to come back.
Here's Robert Mackey.
Can't win. He's a big, impressive-looking guy.
Wow. I said
that's the guy. Yep.
Looking for a bodyguard.
24 years old.
Strike. He has come off the bench throwing strikes. 4 in a row, to be exact. It's from Hogtown. Ooh, Power St. Joseph High School. Swing and a miss. Evan Elliott, double E. Ooh, a Hawkeye. Elliott delivers. Here's a drive to center field. Well hit. Back, and over the head. Robert Mackey puts a Mack into it. And he's got a double. Oh, did he make great Look at that little dance down there at second base. And, well, you should.
Now I get to say it, right? Look out. Old Mackey's back.
That was power against power there.
He tidied that ball out of there. Really made good contact. Didn't get too excited.
Yep.
Met the ball.
Trent Sillett is now the batter. Little extra baseball here in the bottom of the ninth, just to give this pitcher some inside. And he said, hey, that hit my jersey. But no, son. Umpire says, no, Trent, you're going to have to hit your way on. Runner on third advanced on that pass ball or wild pitch. Good shot from our camera there. Behind there, you switch to the center field camera, just like that. Ground ball, rolled and scooping it up, throw to first. Out at first. 2 down. Surprised that it was hit so softly that Mackey didn't go for the plate, but he's still there at third.
4-run lead when the game technically is over. Probably decided to let's just set this one out.
Well, here's a kid that had a 2-run double his last time up, Spencer Marcus. Little roller down to second base. He's got some speed. This is going to be a race and safe. Yes, a base hit. The speed of Spencer Marcus has driven in a run here in the bottom of the ninth.
See the juice on that ball? It was going
yeah.
almost went in a circle on the ground.
Yusuf Ota from Nagasaki. Tall, lanky left-hander. Started catching, was playing some right field today. Strike. Well, this Elliott kid.
We'll see a lot of him
he
when
throws
we hear
strikes,
from him.
yeah. He throws strikes. One and one. 2 are out. Sun still making an appearance here on a cool day in the Maple City. Good baseball weather. Shot, and that's foul.
Not bad time for a game. We're right at 3 hours.
3 hour long, yeah.
Now 3 hours and a few minutes.
Wind up and the pitch. Little roller, again foul. First baseman played it, but Steve Charles was there as a backup too. But he let Arthur Kawara make the play. Count remains 1 and 2. 2 are out. Barnstormers have taken this one 9-5. We're just getting a little extra baseball in. Hotel waits. Ball was outside. 2 and 2.
And for those who are watching and you think it's really quiet here, it's because it's really quiet here.
It is.
We lost our 900 kids a little while ago to get their bus.
Bouncing around here, yeah.
It's quite a contrast.
It's a great idea. The Kids' Day. We saw the school, the BK class from Walpole. We saw Chatham Christian Sparks here. We saw Victor Lauriston Lions, Indian Creek Sun Devils, and King George Kings. All their staff members, kudos to them for bringing the kids to the ballpark today. Ooh, he was right on that.
King George got to sing the national anthem before the game.
Beautiful.
Signed it.
Yeah.
Very impressive. John Esplin's grandson or granddaughter, I forget which it was, sang this morning.
Okay.
At noon.
Well, the Esplins lived in the King George area.
Yeah, Faircourt.
Ball 4. We are not done yet. And here comes Sadler Goodwin. Smooth fielding shortstop. Where's number 3? Couple of ducks on the pond for him. Checking, the Tigers do have a 9-0 lead. I think that game is maybe just in the 4th inning or third. Incredible. Ooh, 15 strikeouts for the Barnstormers today. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Can't have that stat. We've got to reduce that stat.
Yes, I think there's a lot of indecision on some of the at-bats today. They took a lot of third strikes. I don't know how many of those were strikes that were taken for third, but a few.
2-1 is the count. James Deacon handling the umpiring out on the bases, and Darren Scram is in behind home plate. Elliott delivers. Strike 2. Sadler Goodwin steps in. 2-2 is the count. 2 are out. He fouls it off. I got a feeling that Spencer Marcus is going to have another big year for us. He was
an exciting player to watch last year. He did it all.
Very cerebral kid, too.
Very timely hits and played great defense.
Strike 3, and that'll do it.
And with the bonus baseball inning, the Barnstormers tack on another one. Your Barnstormers take it 9-5 officially.
All right, it looks like the teams are going to come out. Handshakes are all around. And I don't know if the teams are going to shake hands themselves like the great hockey tradition after a series is done.
I think the boys will probably wander back to their respective change rooms, and Kitchener will be looking forward to showering and hitting the road back to Kitchener. And Chatham probably practicing in the morning. I'm not sure. I haven't seen Gil yet today. He's been a busy person today.
Well, Mr. E. Myers, an honor and a pleasure to do this game with you, sir.
It was, as we said earlier. Who would have ever thought that we'd end up in a broadcast booth together?
1973, folks. I wandered through the doors of CCI, and Mr. E. Myers just had that glare and thinking, I got to keep my eye on this character. But my sister Jennifer laid a nice path for me.
Yes, I taught Jennifer before taught Peter.
Yeah. And then you thought you'd get away from the Cubs, and you ran into David over
I
at
went
CK.
over to CK, and there was David Cobb. I thought, there's too many of them. They got me outnumbered.
Well, a big 9-5 victory here today, and again, a feeler game, but we saw some positive things.
It was a typical spring training type of an atmosphere, giving people opportunities to play different positions and extra bats, and shuffled some people in and out of the lineup to give them that experience. I say Gil has quite a task on his hand between now and a week Saturday, because he has to come up with a roster of 28 players, and of that, 5 are imports. They have only signed 4 up until now. I'm not sure what path that's going to follow, and he has to formulate that team. If you looked at a Blue or Barnstormer schedule, it's a pretty dense schedule. They play a lot of ball in a short period of time, and once they start, they're playing ball.
The wheels are turning, that's for sure. Well, folks, again,